Here we go. Just get those wonderful toys.
Are you playing in the bathtub with your little doll? Action figure!
Consider this. What is the purpose of a toy?
To be played with.
Therefore, to not play with it would be
Illogical. Damn it!
I can do it for the will. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel mother.
Would you look at that? A toy show. What do you say we go in there and see what they got? Step right up in here, all about wonderful plastic pieces of marbles. Only here on Collectable Past.
Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back for Toy Time again right here on Collectable Past. We're going to talk about a lot of toys and we're going to have a lot of fun. And of course, a lot of it's going to be spooky. A lot of it's going to be Halloween themed as always. We're just getting ready to have some fun, man. What's going on? Everybody is hanging out in the chat. And of course, we're going to get to my great co-host that we're going to have for this show. As always, man, we're getting ready to bring the fun to you. And of course, without further ado, here they go. There they are. We got Vinnie, Art. What's going on, Vinnie?
Hey, man. How we doing, everybody? Looking forward to this one. Yeah, hello, everyone out there in the chat, everyone on panel.
Hey, we also got Shifty.
Hey, what's going on? A lot of stuff's happening right now, and my wallet is hurting. It's hurting bad. I'll show you why here in a little while.
What you need to do is you need to get some ice for that thing. Put it on ice. It'll feel a little bit better in a few days.
I need a full bag of ice for this thing.
Look, somebody get some cryotherapy for this guy's wallet. It's hurting. It's hurting bad. Thank you for joining us, Shifty. We also got the puppy man. We got the Adam, the super fan show. Hey.
IR no one. IR. Cliffers.
Yeah.
God damn, that's like super crystal clear. Like, it's a beautiful shot right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun. It was funny when I sent it in the group, but it's more fun to do it live. So, yeah, I mean, come on. Look at that. And he's even got a batarang in his mouth. So that's just how it goes.
Nice,
man.
Glad to be here. Should be a lot of fun,
It better be. It's always supposed to be fun. If it isn't fun, we ain't doing our job right. That we're going to leave all the misery to the people that know best. That's the misery tubers. Real quick, let's say hi to everybody in the chat. First one in the house, as always, is Chaos Boy. Oh, actually, Superfan beat him to it this time. Superfan was first in the chat, and then Chaos was right there after him. Gap After Dark also hanging out in the chat. What's on Gap? Cotton is renamed. Cotton is rebranded. He's now Padre Godin. Oh, Godin.
Oh.
Godin. How do you pronounce that, Papa? RR, also a little bit of rebranding with the name right there, or maybe using a secondary account. What's going on? RR, DJ Play Nice, also in the house. What's going on, DJ? Guys, good to see you all there. Let's see. Did I get everybody? Slasher said he's going to be a little bit late. Yeah, Heckle and Jekyll. Yeah, and in case you missed it, I seen it in the feed right as I was getting ready to log on. Ace Frehley is gone. I'm going to be honest. I was never a Kiss fan. But I got to say, out of all the Kiss people, he was the one that I didn't mind. I hate Gene Simmons, and I don't like Stanley. Like Frehley was the only one that didn't bother me. Tina Bojan also hanging in the chat. What's going on, Tina? And Steve as well. Howdy, hey Tommy and company.
Hey.
Hope you're all well. Swing by before I go to sleep. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for stopping in, Steve. Guys, remember, as always, go ahead and share the links out there to let everybody know we're going, because as we've been saying, apparently we've been saying it for over 4+ years. I did check because we're getting ready for the end year celebration at the end of this month on the 30th. A big 4-year celebration for Collectable Past. And as I went through the old footage, yes, I was talking on our very first episode of Collectable Past how YouTube likes to play the games and suppress people's channels. So I've said this forever. This is nothing new. And for all the people with the bigger channels that are just finding out, I told you so a long time ago. But nobody wants to listen to me. Nobody wants to listen to me.
IR listen.
Yeah, I only read half your message. What? I'm not reading the rest, Steve. Always DTF in the house. What's going on, Always DTF? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Guys, let's get ready and let's get started with some toy fun. As always, I've got something prepared to start the show off. And like I said, because we're getting, spooky time, spooky month, Halloween time, I had to get something that was kind of like, at least semi-scary related. This is one I've never touched on before in the past. This is a brand new segment. So let's go ahead and get into it. Guys, how many of you remember this one? Stripe and Indy, take it away.
Greetings, humans. This is Indy. Welcome back to Toys from the Past. It is I, Stripe the horror icon pig, taking over for Indy today on this Toys from the Past. So on today's Toys from the Past, we will be scaring up another toy franchise from years gone by, and we will be talking about the Mighty Max toy line. Originally created by Bluebird Toys and launched in 1992, it was inspired by the success of a similar Polly in My Pocket toy line, but this was marketed towards boys with a horror-themed miniature playset concept. The toys were distributed in North America by Mattel and in Canada by Irwin Toy. The brand's popularity led to a syndicated animated series in 1993 that expanded the toy line and its mythology, which included characters like Virgil and Norman, all which were created later on in the toy line. Unfortunately, the line ultimately ended in 1996. The Into the Battle Zone line was planned as the fourth wave of toys, but was never released past the prototype stage. So what made Mighty Max's playsets so much different than Polly in My Pocket was that Polly in My Pocket was self-contained playsets were based on real-world items such as books and clocks, and were in the shapes of stars and hearts. Mighty Max's playsets were much more detailed depictions of all manner of hard beasts, such as cyber skulls and zombie hands, with its strong horror and science fiction themes, and playsets full of blood, skulls, and unimaginable terrors. The first release of Mighty Max toys came in 3 sizes. The playsets that were offered were the horror heads, which were small playsets that consisted of Max and villain minifigures, which occasionally had an accessory of some kind. Then there were the Doom Zones, which were palm-sized playsets that came with a Max figure and 1, 2, 3 villains and often movable parts of the playset, such as a trapdoor. And the large sets, these did not have a specific line name, which would include multiple minifigures, accessories for the figures, and movable parts. Guys, do you remember the Mighty Max playsets? Did you have any? Did you know somebody that did? Thank you for joining me, Indy, on this Toys from the Past episode.
So a little bit of a misnomer. It's not exactly an entirely new segment, but it's a team-up segment. So we don't really do team-up segments very often for stuff like that. But yeah, Mighty Max, man. This is another one I do recall it, and I do remember that my brother actually had a few of them. Go ahead, Vinnie.
Yeah, I remember I had something like that too, and there was one that they did that was like a 9mm handgun, and it opens up into a big play set as well.
Wow.
I think it was the same. I think it was Mighty Max. I don't remember the name exactly, but it was something very similar to this type of stuff. And we did have one of those. I remember the snakes.
Yeah, we're pretty cool. I think they were pretty well detailed. Go ahead, Shifty.
Yeah, I remember them. I never had them. They, I don't know. I was too much into G.I. Joe to mess with something like that back then. But those were aimed at kids a little bit younger than me. But they seemed pretty cool. I think they kind of toyed with the idea for other properties, because I remember there was like mini play sets for other licenses throughout the years there. Really cool stuff, though. I mean, looking back on it.
Absolutely, there was a lot of innovative stuff. And what's going on? I see I've got somebody in the chat. We got somebody new. Got Anthony in the chat. What's going on, Anthony? Greetings. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Slasher here as well. Slasher, Mighty Max. You and Adam both got something to say on this, I'm sure.
Oh, I never had any of them, but they looked awesome. I always saw the commercials for them, and yeah, they were pretty cool. And even the Polly Pocket shit, you know, like I know it was girly stuff, but they did put a lot of details into all the stuff they did, man.
Hell yeah!
Didn't they make like some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles little places?
I know they had X-Men ones. We were talking about those a while back. The X-Men.
Oh yeah, because I got it. We have a couple of them sitting there. One of them is the
yeah.
Danger Room.
Yeah, the Danger Room, Magneto's lair, and shit like that. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just like Slasher. I never had them, but I remember the commercials and stuff and shit.
Mighty Max. Yeah, they had cool commercials.
Good
awesome stuff. Yeah, they're always playing games. They're always playing the games. They're playing games with people's handles now, apparently. YouTube. Always DTF. Not much of a figure guy now, but some cool looking statues are coming out. I got my eye out for. Nikki has. Is that Nikki or Nike? Has its 3rd anniversary coming soon, and they have announced a ton of different statues.
Oh, sweet.
Nikki?
Oh.
Yeah, I've never heard of that company. That's cool,
Anthony.
Statues
thank you. Yeah, I put them out as often as I can. I try not to put out too many, just because there's so many things I'm actually preparing for, especially this toy show. This toy show actually eats a lot of my time up throughout the week. Sometimes it could take me up to a week to prepare for this damn toy show. So it's always a lot of fun, though. And you know what? There's more BattleBot stuff on the way. There's actually, if you might want to keep your eye on, I do have a couple custom bots that are finally nearing completion that I've been working on forever, but I got a couple new ones that are going to be coming soon. And I got one that I'm working on for a BattleBot that's actually in BattleBots that I've never seen anybody do a custom for. So I can't wait to get that one done as well and put that one out there. Yeah, I'm always working on that stuff. There's always, and the thing is, I'm not like a lot of these other guys when they do the stuff with their BattleBots. They actually use 3D printers and they just print up parts. I don't do anything like that. Everything I do with all my BattleBots it's all handmade, it's all custom made, and I try to create them in a way where it keeps the basic function of what the Hexbug BattleBots were, with 3 separate pieces that break off so you can win a fight. So you're not just bashing the bots until you break them. I'd like to make them just like they were intended to be played with. So you got 3 pieces that break off, and that's how you win the fight. I mean, it takes a little bit more time and sometimes a little bit more ingenuity to figure out how to pull some of that stuff off. But yeah, that's the way I like to do it, because I mean, we're getting to the point now where even Spin Master, they're removing their Hexbugs off the shelves. I've seen that they've been clearancing them out, and if you're looking for them, go to one of your local Targets. These things are over 75% off the original price. So the big arena set, the last arena set they did, that came with Tombstone and the Build-A-Bot, they used to be like $120 at one time. That's marked all the way down to like $35. So these things they're gone. The Spin Master couldn't make any money on them. They weren't making anything new, so I don't know how they thought that they were going to keep the line going. So they're going to be gone soon. And the only way you're going to get these things, if you want to do some more custom bots, is the aftermarket, going to eBay and places like that, because they're all about to be removed. You got the Hypershock and Rusty. Yeah, very good bots. Both of them are very, very, very hardy creations that they did. Oh, what's going on, Decepticon, man? Good to see you, man. Hope that you're doing well.
What's up?
Hand nibbled. You're damn right. It's all hand nibbled. You're at the airport in Las Vegas. Nice, man. Be careful out there. It's Las Vegas.
Remember, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Stays in Vegas.
Like toy collecting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, so I got one more segment here. Well, actually, I got 2 more segments. Then we're going to hit a commercial break, and then if anybody else has got anything that they got to do, or just in case, be sure to let me know in the private chat, and then you will get next up as soon as I'm done here. But we got a couple of things here, and next up, one of our other segments, the newer ones that I brought in a couple months ago, we're going to be doing the character breakdown. Who did the pig pick this time? This one wasn't easy, because I was going through the list of character breakdowns I've done already, and I wanted to see if there was a pattern. So when I do the toy spotlights, there's a pattern. So I did 2 Transformers, 2 Masters of the Universe, and and I try to keep them all interconnected that way. I'm doing 2 of each. The character breakdowns, there was nothing, so I was able to go anywhere I wanted. But then I was trying to figure out, like, what character am I going to throw everybody off with? And I think I might have nailed it with this one. Only a select few people are probably going to recognize this one right off the jump. So here we go, character breakdown.
On today's character breakdown, we will be discussing a character that if you blinked, you might have missed him. From Star Wars Return of the Jedi, we will be talking about Amon Aman. Now, Amon Aman was a mysterious Amani male headhunter from the planet Maradun, who worked for the Hutt crime lord Jabba and lived in Jabba's palace on the desert planet of Tatooine. He was skilled with a variety of traditional weapons and preferred traditional hunting weapons over blasters. Amon Aman carried a staff with 3 humanoid skulls attached to the top. Amon Aman was a gangly Amani, which gave him a flat-appearing body with cruel red eyes and enormous hands. The front of his body was yellow in color with some green streaks, while the rear was entirely green. As a headhunter, Amon Aman never showed mercy to his victims. He did not communicate in Galactic Basic, but he did understand it. A bounty hunter by trade who lurked in Jabba the Hutt's den of crime. He scours the galaxy looking for fugitives and keeps their skulls to decorate his staff. In Return of the Jedi, the character was portrayed by puppeteer Elisa Burke, who was credited as a mime artist. A prototype model of the character was made for the film and measured 43 centimeters by 20 centimeters by 64 centimeters. The production crew used the name Amon Aman for the character, but also nicknamed him Banana Slug. The puppet included 2 circular flaps in the neck that could be opened to ventilate the costume. We hope that you enjoyed this character breakdown of Star Wars Return of the Jedi character Amon Aman.
Gap. Heidi ho. I'm sorry, Tommy, but that action figure looks like a turd with arms.
He kind of does, but I don't know. There's something about like the really odd looking ones that I like.
Yeah.
Of those the old school Star Wars, like the band. I always wanted to get that set. You have that? Did you show that off a while back?
The Amon Aman?
No, the band. Was it Max Rebo?
I don't. Yeah, I know. I don't have it. I don't have it.
That's the Cantina band.
Yeah, the Cantina. That's what I was trying to think. Yes. Yeah. I thought I remembered you showing it off a while back, or maybe you showed a picture of it.
Maybe I showed a picture of it, but I've never had it myself. So.
Okay.
I know they did do a few of those figures back in the day, and I remember they released like a later set, and that was after like the special edition ones, because that's when they added Sly Snoodles to the band, because the original band didn't have Sly Snoodles singing. It just had Max Rebo band.
Are you guys speaking English?
Sly was in Sly. Yeah, Sly was in the original. She was singing that Tina Turner song. They added that new singer, and that no, they added that new guy. The CG guy. They added him, and they added a CG version of Sly in the special edition. But Sly was old school. Yeah, she was in the original in '83. She just couldn't really move around much. Jedi Rocks is the song that they replaced the Leptic Nick or whatever the original song was, and it's the worst song in all of Star Wars. Jedi Rocks. It might be the worst thing in all of Star Wars, period. Jedi Rocks. They really messed that movie up.
Well, there was that Return of the Jedi when they were on the barge, and they extended that scene too with the CGI thing and the girl dancing with the.
And it looks stupid.
Yep, look retarded.
Yeah, I'll check that out later, Anthony. I actually got it saved to my watch later. I'll definitely check that out, man. Always interested to see what other people are doing with that. Yeah, so, I mean, it was one of those characters, though. I remember we were talking about this a while ago, and I remember asking Shifty if they had ever made that in the Black Series, and apparently they never did. So it was just kind of interesting. Another one of those background characters that Kenner just decided to make a figure of. Like, what was he in the movie for? Maybe about a whole 10 seconds, if even.
if that.
Bro, they made an action figure of the robot that was fucking giving Luke the cybernetic arm. I had that figure.
There's a lot of figures that they haven't added to the Black Series yet, but they've added to the vintage line, which is weird because they use like the same molds back and forth. Usually, they'll just shrink them down or blow them up. So I don't know. They could make a lot of figures still for the Black Series for years to come, because there's a lot of original trilogy background characters that they haven't touched yet.
Another thing
you just mentioned.
Well, another thing to add on to what you're saying real quick, Shifty, is not only just from the movies alone, but then you figure like some of the stuff they started to slowly touch on, like some of the comic book stuff, like where they had Jackson. There's plenty of other characters that are only available in those Marvel comics that they could wind up delving into as well.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of stuff they can touch on, but the whole thing is, will they sell? Because not much Star Wars is selling, it seems. Well, the stuff that they have on the shelves. The good stuff that they save for Hasbro Pulse and stuff, which is stupid. I don't know why they won't put the better stuff out on the shelves and replace some of these Landos and stuff that isn't moving.
Yeah, stuff that wound up in Ollie's. I appreciate that, Anthony. Appreciate that, man. Always DTF, so many cool looking Star Wars characters. All they want to do is show boring, unattractive girl bosses. What's going on, Iceman, Modeler, man? Good to see you, man. I still care about Star Wars, just not Disney Star Wars. Yeah, I hear you. You Spaceballs over Star Wars. I can't say I disagree at this point. I know, Shifty. What's going on, Soul Assassin, man? Good to see you. They're doing game and comic characters now. They re-released Star Killer, Kyle Katarn, and Dash Rendar now. Yeah. Where they released that. Wasn't there one of them that was a re-release? Didn't they re-release Star Killer, or didn't they do them twice?
I think Star Killer had been out before. Dash is new though. Dash and Shizor just came out recently. They're from Shadows of the Empire.
Here's another one. There's tons of more characters they could do from that as well.
Yep.
Schwartz over the Force. It's the flamethrower. Guinea pigs love the Spaceballs flamethrower. You're damn right we do. We need one. We need one bad. But before I go ahead and hand it over, I got one more segment over here. And this is actually something that I promised Shifty a while ago that I'd bring back so he could take a look at it. So this toy break is dedicated to Shifty. One of two toy breaks tonight. And then after that, we're going to hit our commercial break. And then there's going to be a knife fight in the back, the ceremonial collectible past knife fight. There's going to be broken bodies, bloody and bruised as they come back to talk about toys.
We don't have to do the knife fight because we already established who's going up next. We did this before the show.
Oh, man, you're just taking all the fun out of this. But guys, here you go.
no need for knife fights if you don't need to do.
All right. Well, I don't have a knife for today because I have nothing to show up. So I bow out of the knife fights.
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
I'll be back, guys.
No problem. Here you go, Shifty, with your toy break. Of course, we got a black light on there, and the way that the G2 colors on these boxes work, the black light absolutely makes everything glow. It's pretty sharp, especially the windows on the Jazz figure. They absolutely just light up, and of course the boxes do as well. This is pretty cool. So here we go, got him in the room right here, got a nice black light on him. You can see those suckers glowing. You can see my diorama glowing a little bit too. With some of the paints I used, but let's go ahead and kill that black light for a second. And there we go. So not only are the figures glowing, but the package art also glows as well. I think that is such an awesome touch. And this one is another one we were recently talking about on one Collectable Past. Again, I got a couple of the old school Mad Balls. These ones are not in the best of shape. Got Scream and Mimi, and I believe that was Slobulus. And there we go with Puckeye. Just like the old ones, got that Nerf feeling ball in the middle, and you just got the hair going around them. It's kind of odd, but I like it. I love when they get the nostalgia stuff and they bring things like this back out. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this toy break for today.
Wow, a lot of cool stuff there. A lot of cool stuff. That one car with the windshield lit up under the black light. That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, the G2 Jazz. So they were unreleased artwork. Anthony, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. RR says he remembers the Mad Balls, an excellent toy break. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah, and the black light stuff does kill her. So that's unreleased artwork that they had planned for the G2 release of some of these figures, because they were re-releasing a lot of the original G1s with new paint schemes. So that was a G2, what was planned for Jazz and for Mirage. And the way that they did the paint schemes on those things, yeah, they just lit the hell up with a black light, man. It was so sharp.
Yeah, they did. And those Mars Attacks figures, who would have thought of doing the black light, and then you turn the lights off, they glow. I mean, that's great.
That's
thinking right there. That's yeah. I mean, that was nice. And of course, Mad Balls, man. I gotta say, I'm not thrilled with the designs of the new ones that you showed off. They're not as cool as the old ones are. But yeah, those old ones, man, they were great, and especially the little figures that had the pop-off heads. Loved them.
Yeah, man. It's a shame that they only did 3 of them. They only did 3 of the Mars Attacks in the glow in the dark, because they actually released them standard, then they released them to glow in the dark. But the thing I really did like about the Mars Attacks figures is, like I said, not only did the figures glow, but the package art glowed as well.
Yeah.
That was just such a sharp touch. And I hear what you're saying. Slasher had the same comments about the Mad Balls. He didn't really care much for the hair, but I mean, I dig them. I don't know. It's just, it's odd. You know what I mean? And Mad Balls were meant to be odd to begin with. And I just think the hair makes them look even odder. And I don't mind it as much.
I don't think it's the hair so much as I don't think the balls look as I don't think the balls look as good as the old ones did. Please don't
they're a
clip
lot
that.
they're a lot smaller. Well, okay,
Yeah.
please don't clip that. Please don't clip that. Did you forget we're heading into the 4-year anniversary of the show? How am I supposed to ignore a statement like that?
Well, I mean, look, the sculptures on the old orbs, the old orbs, they were just so much better. Like the Wolfman, I had the Wolfman. That was amazing. That was an amazing looking orb, mad orbs. Yeah, and yeah, the screaming guy. Yeah, the it's great. These new ones, they look kind of cheaply designed. Oh, small hairy balls. You set me up.
You started this. I mean, next, all you needed to do next is say, I wouldn't have mind these new Mad Balls if they would have sold them in sacks.
Oh, dear.
I didn't do that. Yeah, I know, Padre. Yeah, the accessories things, but I mean, I can barely afford to get any of that stuff right now. What little bit of money I did have, I already spent foolishly, and now I'm kind of regretting it. I'm just hoping I've actually got some things in the work. I actually worked with a state representative, and money situation should be changing pretty soon. Thank God. Finally, one of these evil corporations has been screwing me over for 4 years. Are about to freaking taste justice. And then I'm finally going to get a little bit of freaking well-deserved compensation for what they've done. So it was teed up nicely. You're damn right it was. Sell them in pairs, bouncing downstairs. There's also a super chat here for when Vinny gets back. Unfortunately, Vinny stepped away, and it's his super chat. I don't want to leave him out of it. So as soon as he gets back, always DTF. I swear we'll get to it. I did see it, so don't worry about it. I'm paying attention. Yeah, Piggy Justice. Damn right, Piggy Justice. But I know Walmart was the only place that I've seen those Mad Balls that they re-released selling, and I haven't had a chance to go back to a Walmart, so I'm not even sure if they still have any. But they did have plans for another wave of them. You haven't seen them?
No, and I'm at Walmart all the time, unfortunately. But yeah, I haven't. I've never seen them.
Well, I know Vinny said that he had checked his Walmarts and he didn't see him there either. But the one Walmart I had closest to me, they had like a whole thing on the end cap. They had a big, giant cylindrical container filled with these damn things. So, I don't know. Maybe they still have some. Maybe I'll be able to grab another one. But the reason I got that one is because it's kind of like a Jason style Mad Ball, which I have the last of the Mad Balls that were done where they did the horror creep, like they did Freddy. I think they did Pinhead. They did a Predator. They did Jason. So I have that Jason one. So I figured, this is kind of like a newer version of the Jason one. That's why he's called Puckhead. That's why I picked him up. That was the only reason I picked him up at the time.
Right.
Because if it was just any of the regular ones, even though they were $5, I might not have picked one up that quickly.
What's that?
They should have called Puckface.
The re-released Mad Balls.
Oh,
they
gotcha.
They should have called him Puckface instead of Puckhead, Puckface. And then
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Puckface. Okay.
All right. Right before we get to the commercial break, and I hand it off to one of you guys, we got something here, Vinny, that you're going to have to get to. So first things first, let's go ahead and play that bumper.
This calls for a Sword of Omens special. Thunder, Thundercats!
We're cold, you'll be joining us soon. A band of vipers, real or two. I thank you. Till all are one.
Thank you, always DTF, for that 10, man. Awesome. And if he goes, if you ever do some 2000 era toys, I'd be interested to see sets from Codename Kids Next Door. I remember only a few when I was young, and there's so much in that show that would make sweet toys. I'm not familiar with it. What's Codename Kids Next Door?
So it's a cartoon that actually came out in the mid-2000s. My daughter used to watch this one. So it was a bunch of kids. They had their own little tree fort and everything. Yeah, I'm one of those dads that paid attention to what his kid was watching. So it was kind of like they were kind of acting like they were spies and everything like that. So it was a cartoon from the 2000s.
Okay. Cool. I'll have to check that out.
I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say for some reason we have a few of those toys sitting in the back that my daughter had left at my father's house. They were like Burger King style ones, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that there was a few of them. I'll have to look for them to see if I can find them.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Yeah, commercial break is now coming up. And after that, we've already got our guy picked out. There was a very bloody knife fight. Don't let these guys fool you. They were duking out in the back when I played that Super Chat bumper. And they were all bruised and battered. But we got our next recipient of Collectable Past showing off what they got, or else they're going to get a shot out of a cannon. A parent that pays attention to what the child was watching. How absurd. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, yeah, it's a brand new thing here on Collectable Past. We just started doing it.
Wild.
Just when did it happen, sir? Just now.
When now? Now?
Now. You just missed it, sir. It's too late.
Yeah.
But, guys, here you go. Your commercial break. And after we come back, we got our man ready to show off all the goodies that he's got. Here we go.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Maybe he's just misunderstood. Maybe he has trouble making friends. Maybe his mom never calls. Or maybe he's just a monster.
On Halloween, he came back.
Halloween and Halloween 2, only on USA. Coming up next.
Our count eats a Reese's peanut butter cup.
I like to eat the peanut butter first.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
Some mornings there's a little monster in all of us.
Morning, Fred.
And until that first cup of coffee, we can all be pretty beastly.
Morning, Fred.
That's when your 7-Eleven store can be a lifesaver.
Good morning, Fred.
With a good cup of fresh brewed hot coffee to perk up your morning. 7-Eleven coffee brings out the best of the beast in you.
Hey, Ralph.
Charlie, another Falstaff, please. Thank you, Charlie.
Sugary alphabet, F-O-U-R-4. Kids, tastiest cereal you ever met. Talk about it. It's so good eating up the alphabet. Ow! So it's post alphabet, S-U-N-1. Sugary alphabet, R-U-N-1. Tastiest cereal you ever met. Talk to me. It's so good eating up the alphabet.
Halloween at Comedy Central. Cute, harmless fun for the kiddies. Yeah, right.
Hey, go easy, y'all. Come on, Cops, about the price.
Comedy Central's Boo It's So Scary celebration, October 31st, here at Comedy Central.
What's new, cool stuff? My new invention, Wendy, the Colossal Kids Meal Perfect Packer. Look at it go! Then I can make it go faster! Whoa! Sticking around late stuff?
Now, back to our program.
You damn right, Soul Assassin. Sugar, caffeine, and cable, 80s and 90s was lit. And then real quick, Soul Assassin says, Morticia or Lily Adams? Why not both?
That fucking Alphabets commercial. What the fuck was that? That was like the worst goddamn singing I've ever fucking heard. I wanted to take my headphones and throw them across the room.
Super Ghouls and Ghosts, man. Yeah, that was one of the toughest games ever, but it was great.
now noticing it and hearing that Comedy Central commercial, the last commercial you played, was that Penn doing the voiceovers for the Comedy Central commercials?
Yep.
It was?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember you see that all the time.
Hey, what's going on, Keely Chow?
What's up? I met Teller. I met Teller once.
Soul says, remember when USA was cool? Yeah, I do. Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You met him?
Yeah, well, we were both. We were checking in at a hotel in Chicago.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Is he cool?
Yeah, he was pretty nice. He was tired though, like he just flew in or something. But yeah, I didn't see Penn Gillette. I only met Teller.
No, at least you got one half. Oh, what's going on, Tree Rock? Man, that was a real sugar, not corn syrup. You're damn right.
Yeah, he met the one that banged Adriana from The Sopranos.
Oh, did he?
Well, that's what she said on the show. Wait, and Chris got Adriana on The Sopranos. Yeah. She said she banged Teller, the one that couldn't talk on the show.
On the show,
really?
Yeah. Chris was like, "What?"
Oh shit!
What the hell?
Nice suit.
And
nice suit.
Adam is all prepped for tonight, man. He's showing off in style. He's the man on a mission.
I mean, you got Shifty over here saying that there's no knives. Let me tell you, there's always Joker knives.
Nice.
Yeah.
Always tonight.
You know, and I mean that was kind of the whole point. Well,
Dude, that color matched perfectly to the suit.
Yeah, it did.
So I thought it'd be fun to do what we do best, and what's going on with the?
I think I got to leave this name up for a while.
Pimp Adam.
Pimping ain't easy.
I like it. You need a feather in that hat.
Right. Welcome back, Anthony.
What's up?
Welcome back. There we go. All right, that's what we were looking for.
Nice.
So it was just supposed to be a picture, but apparently it's a GIF. I have to move that over. There we go. Here's where I was trying to get to, and just a little bit more, just because. Take this off of me. All right, so now remember, this is what it used to look like, and you'll see a few shots from last week. As well, but this is how I originally started this. This isn't what you're about to see that's current. And yes, that's right. Just like in Fight Club, I just showed you a hairy wiener.
That Iceman there, that reminds me of what is it? Costa Rica's got that big statue of Jesus down there. That Iceman reminds me of that statue.
Right. And I mean, I had to throw the Batman back in here because it creeps Slasher out,
Creepy Batman,
yeah, creepy Batman just for you, Slasher.
It's Batman.
So I mean, really, do you have to add insult to injury, Adam? I mean, it's bad enough that you knifed him in the back room, but then you got to give him the creepy Batman too.
Yeah, of course, just for Slasher. But here's where we started hanging everything up, and was talking with Vinnie, and I got to show a wiener again. I'm only here to expose you to my wiener dogs. So just a little bit of stuff from last week because I know the colors were bad, and then we were starting to do the energy shield here, and you were
doing a great job with that.
Oh, you, my friend, it's gone beyond because I just like the Chili Peppers can't stop. It's just one of those things. And again, I know last week had the lights, but this is what it started as. And I kind of had some pieces in my mind, and then the pig helped, and it just went completely insane from there.
I just got an idea too.
Cleanse your palette with some black lights. Go ahead, Vinny.
Yeah, what if you wrap up a Rogue in a bunch of wires like that too, as if Magneto just captured her?
Or like he's blasting her or something.
Well, those two are a married couple. Those two are a married couple, so.
Yeah.
So he is blasting her.
He is blasting her.
So she should be bound.
Yeah, exactly. So, we've got a little bit of tree porn for you. I apologize.
Uh-oh.
It's not like any
Hey, that's
specific
okay.
order.
She needs her arms
Nature.
and legs tied behind her.
Yeah, that's what I do during the day. And here's where I was doing on Vinnie's stream Sunday when we were watching Dexter.
Oh yeah, with the mask.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Jason mask.
Bowie
That was
knife
cool.
and the mask and the Jason mask, because that's just badass.
I said it looked like he could just walk out of that forest.
Yeah, so Vinnie
Yeah.
said it, and I went to the garage and said, "Hey, Jason, somebody's calling your name." So he popped up. He said, "Hey, all right, let's party." But that's to give you guys an idea. That's what we were burning, and that's how come the mask didn't burn, because it was. There we go. Yeah, this the next day. That's the little area that burnt, and there we go. So that's the 2-pack I did get that Vinnie mentioned was older. But we'll
Okay.
get
Oh no,
there.
I was asking. I don't know if it was an older 2-pack or not, but
It's not newer. It's just something. I got it on eBay for
Who the
my
fuck
price.
is this character?
Don't worry,
Is
we'll
this
get
another
there.
alternate universe Batman? Is that who
No,
that is?
it's,
yeah,
that's Omega Batman versus
Yeah, another
Last
alternate
Night
universe Batman.
yeah. The last night, the Greg Capullo,
or
Scott
White Knight
Snyder
or
one.
whatever the hell. It
How
was.
many
No, not White
goddamn
Knight.
alternate
No,
universe Batmans are
It is Last Night. Yeah,
It is last night. Yeah,
yeah,
this
yeah.
where
but-
he's got Joker's head in a jar.
Yeah, because he was in the insane asylum
Yep.
after getting shot in the head. So the reason I got that was to get this head on a pike just for Tommy.
Whose head is that?
Is that Darkseid?
Side, my friend.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
Legion is holding Darkseid's head. Now that's hilarious, is it not?
Hey, man, you can never have enough pikes with heads on it, as far as
I'm
concerned.
telling you, right?
I
Just
agree.
wait, Tommy. It gets better because it's going to go all around. Here's where we got it going a little bit more, and Cyclops. This is Frank has Castle over here has to have his turn at holding the head, because what's everybody want?
Head.
And then we've got the savages posing for you. We got the red lights and a lot of Vinnie art here in the background as well. But I dig it. Do you dig it? I do. Oh yeah, dig
Sweet.
And where's Mr. Rogers?
And Bane took care of him and just why you didn't see all the Banes. They were, he's over there holding Batman's head. Just and there's just a little Rue guy that wanted to say hi. He just said, hey, I want to come and say hi on your show because, I got nothing else to do. I'm going to sit here and taunt your dogs though, because I'm going to taunt your wiener. Yeah, I'm going to taunt your wiener
sweet.
dogs.
You got chipmunks.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
We don't have chipmunks here.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I haven't seen any in forever, but yeah, we got squirrels. We don't have the chipmunks.
But I'm going to adjust the size. Here we go. So I did some pictures. Look, I actually took.
That is
I
cool.
don't know why they're so tiny, but I think maybe because it's in the settings where I've got it in the photo instead of just a regular photo. It's into the something else. But yeah. So I've got Batman pose, which is the one you have, Vinny, that you were talking about, just the regular one. And see, there's the 2-pack, and I had to get some shots before I disassembled it, and
Yeah, they look great together.
let's see. There.
So wait, the one in the 2-pack, he does have a regular masked head too, right?
No.
Oh, he doesn't.
No, I'll get to that because I'm going to actually review the actual figures here in a minute after I get through the photos.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, no, he does not come with a mask. He doesn't come with shit. Really, none of them do. But we've got Clayface over here. See, it's all about Clayface this week because he's posing the box. He's being very good here. He was very good.
Yeah, hold on to him because about a year that movie's coming out and it may go up in value.
I ain't selling any of my stuff, man. This is mine.
Yeah.
See, the thing about a collection is you don't buy it.
Yeah, I don't want to sell my shit. Why did I get it in the first place if I want to sell it?
I bought all this shit this year. Why the hell would I sell it? Now I'm sorry.
I don't
Vinny.
know.
I thought this one here because
I mean, it's cool to have to know that your fig you
Yeah.
have has value, but it's like
Yeah.
my number one thing would
Well,
want to be.
I mean, and that's Well, that's where if you're like some of the more traditional collectors, where you buy, it's always the rule of two. So you buy one to open and play with, the display and everything like that, and you buy a second one to keep in a box.
Yeah, that's
so a
the
lot
shit
of those
that,
guys,
friends at my school, they used to tell me their dad would do that. They would fucking buy
Yeah.
one for the kid to play with and buy one and keep that shit in the attic.
Yeah, and sometimes though, like if you, and it's not saying that everybody does, and I'm going to give this back to Adam because this is his show off and really awesome stuff and really nice pictures, Adam. Really cool
hell yeah.
shit. But I mean, it's one of the things that actually saved my ass. The rule two. The rule two saved my ass once or twice when I was like destitute and I needed money bad. And if I didn't have a second of that figure, which I luckily did, because I don't usually buy seconds of figures, but that particular one was at Grimlock Studio Series 86. And at the time, that thing went up in value so much and I needed money so bad that I was like, yeah, I'm selling that thing. And I wound up doing pretty good on the sale for that. So sometimes, if you can afford it.
If you have to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you're like hard up and you want to like.
Yeah, and if you're not taking every last one so nobody else can get one, if there's like plenty of them. Like when I bought my extra, there were still plenty on the shelf. So I was like, I'm not going to be hurting nobody if I buy an extra one. So,
well, that's what motherfuckers drive the price up of like all these Viper figures and the Cobra officers and shit on with GI Joe because everyone wants the army build and have them just so you could take a picture of 40 fucking Cobra troopers. You know?
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah,
It's
so this
like-
was the Batgirl Batarang because I had two Batgirls and I have one not open because that one, remember, the box was crushed that I got for like $5.
Oh yeah.
The Jokerized Bat, the one that I've got in the setup. So to your point, like every one of the ones that I opened was because the boxes were fucked up. I mean, crunched. You couldn't, you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't be able to sell it mint in box. The box is crushed. So to your point of the rule of two. But I started doing just because I don't have one of the cool little spinny table things like you got, Vinny and Tommy, and you guys kind of do how you did yours. So I thought, well, I'm going to do what I do because I've told you guys I love photography, right? So
I haven't used that thing in forever.
Black lights, like Tommy was showing off, or the blue lights, because that's background. It would glow because it's the Jokerized one. But I thought it kind of was fitting with Clayface with a green Batarang in his mouth. And again, this is just to kind of show off the posability of the figures. Because normally I don't do a lot of that stuff. My stuff's in the boxes. So I've been having a lot of fun actually with this week.
Oh yeah, setting up stuff. Yeah, it'll eat the day.
Just kind of bend it around, and it's not full. Animation or tramination or anatomics. I just bend the shit, take a picture, move it on. I don't have the patience. I just want to have fun when I'm doing it, to have something cool to show on here, so it's not the same thing all the time. The big deal is coming next week. Go ahead, Tom.
Adam. I just want to say the one thing I was actually kind of pressed in. I've seen so few figures that are able to do that the way Clayface is able to hold the box up. Because I've seen, even if it's an empty box, I've seen certain figures that come out from like Hasbro and shit like that, where if you try to hold something up in like a Transformer's arms or something like that, that shit is just going to fall right the hell down. And the fact that his arms are holding up like that. The only other figure I seen like that was from Mattel with that. What was that? The 40th anniversary He-Man Masters of the Universe, the Masterverse one, where I showed he was holding. And matter of fact, and this fits right into what Anthony's saying about how he picked up the Rusty and Hypershock, on a discount, like $8 at like a thrift store. I mean, you can find some great deals there. He was able to hold up that Hypershock bot, which is a pretty damn fairly heavy freaking Hexbug bot. And he was able to hold that thing up no problem and balance on his own feet. And the fact that this guy's got both arms like that and it doesn't look like it's sagging or falling down or anything, that's fairly impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's a big boy.
I mean, right there you go. There's a zoom up of it for you. I mean, he is holding that box. His feet are planted like your feet are supposed to be. And that's all him holding it. Just to be an ass and zoom in, like Clayface isn't melting, but it's all about Clayface, baby.
Nice.
There's the little arrow. There we go. So I decided to have a little bit of fun with the Joker head that's frozen, as you can see. He made an appearance on a couple different shots. Here we go.
You know, Iceman looks more like Dr. Manhattan there.
You know,
For me,
I was thinking the same thing.
I think
Yeah.
he looks like Mr. Freeze out of his suit because he's a little bit smaller than the suited version. So to me, it made sense to make him be Mr. Freeze. And then with the neon backing of that Joker, like that just Joker smiling. We got some neon green going. You got Batman on the back over here of Harley's gun. I mean, come on, that's got to be Mr. Freeze, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like that whole Dr. Manhattan thing. I mean, the only problem, Shifty, you would have if you wanted to mod that figure is you're going to have a problem with the balls.
Yeah. The orbs, you mean?
Yes, the orbs. But yeah, it could work for Doctor. I mean, and that's just it, man. That is one of the coolest figures, and that was one of the most expensive ones I had to buy in that damn set.
I wasn't going to say it, but RR did.
Well, you know, they did give him the black Speedo in some of the versions, so. Dr. Dong.
Mr. Freeze,
there
he's
he
just happy. He's just hanging out there going, now that look, Mr. Freeze is smiling. Tell me he's not smiling. That looks like a happy Mr. Freeze to me.
That's a cool figure there.
And again, we've got here we go. It's getting there. Look, Batman is imitating the savages. Ooh, it's getting savage in here. Oh yeah. Gonna do an elbow drop. Getting ready to do it right on the face, man. There we go. So here we go. We've got him. What I kind of had in mind. A little bit of fun here with a couple of the little heads and everything crammed together and some batarangs. A bit of a better picture. But yeah, you know, that's how come it's not paint that's splattered all over the wall behind him. That's blood. That's cool. See? Yeah. Pretty funny, huh? But I mean, again, this is just me being artistic with what I got and getting the pictures. And, you know, again, Tommy, you were really enjoying this last week. So I wanted to get some really good, clear pictures of them. You know, for the sketch edition.
That is such an awesome looking figure. I mean, I'm not big on collecting, especially a lot of McFarlanes, just because of the problems I've had with some of the ones I've picked up in the past. But man, that thing does look fantastic, man. You know, it's so hard for a creator to pull off a really good black and white figure, and so many times they flop when they try to do it, and it just doesn't come out right. But that one turned out fantastic.
Yeah, it did.
So we're gonna... Yeah,
we got official news. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you're going to have a lot of time to collect more towards because they said this week that he's got the license until this time next year. So we got another year.
Yeah, he has kind of an extension.
I'm past. Like I said, I'm not going to pay what they're asking, man. That's why I've picked up the ones I do from eBay secondhand. This was only funny. Funny because of the fact of, you know, look at Robin. He's about to go into the bin of heads because everybody wants heads. And the Jokers are grilling heads and eating, and you know it's Legoland, but you know, sadistic.
Nice. Oh, there we go.
But yeah, we'll get there's a little bit more, and then that is he was supposed to come with cards, but it was an FYE thing. My wife got it for like $5 because it was missing the cards. It's a little bank, but I thought it worked out pretty well.
Yeah,
and
that's still cool. That's
and then the amulet he's holding actually has my father's ashes in them. And then here's where I was adding, and as you can kind of see, but not really, but I'll zoom in for Vinnie. He's holding her hand. What happens when she touches somebody? I know she's got her glove on, but and then that's the age of apocalypse. So you know they're a couple, right? They're married.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a kid?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Yeah, but here's in my storyland that you know here's as you can see it's growing because she absorbed his power because he could have just took the necklace and killed her, right? She's got a necklace on, so. And here I've kind of changed it where Colossus is throwing Legion into the air. You kind of see that where he's reaching up.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I pointed that out for a reason because Tommy, you know what's coming. The rest of them don't. But you know, as I was building in my mind this art piece that I'm building, look, there's a steel beam floating in the air for him to grab a hold of.
Yeah, man. That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Like a few metal objects, like being or something, you know, anything weird like that, like floating around them, would really start like accentuating the look.
And I kind of had that idea, but I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it. But look, I did do it because it's there, man. That was cool, you know, right there.
Well, you know, I think I might have mentioned it before, but if you're looking for like cheap parts, like if you could find like a local, like a Salvation Army or Goodwill or something like that, they always have Dollar Tree as well. You can always find those little like construction toy sets. They always have them at all those damn places. You can get them dirt cheap, and you could just add on to that diorama piece.
My thought is, I'm just going to take my granddaughter in to buy shit and look for little things to put in my Magneto while taking her shopping. I had to add my Lego to the Bane and the Vinnie Ghost Rider here because I hope you approve. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was great, man.
You know, there's a kind of a farther away shot, you know, because Ghost Rider needed a little more attention. You know, he's just like, come on, man. And I love that one that came out, but and here you go. This was my favorite shot of all. Unfortunately, it zoomed in on Savage's face more than Ghost Rider, but I still think it's funny. He photobombed it, you know.
That's a good looking Savage.
Yeah, what do you want from Savage? He's got to be Savage. And again, in case you admit, that's, you know, we've got Superman up here, and I always add a little Vinnie art, you know, into my Vinnie art because it's fun, you know. And you have all these great little promotional pieces with your books, so I enjoy adding it to my collection and showing off. Just like the Superman I opened to get the beam out, but remember, I got him for like $10 shipped, so I'm not complaining. I think he looks pretty good right there next to cartoon Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, it does.
And again, that was just fun. And then here we go. I added a head because you only get a head in life. With a little head, it's everybody wants head.
Dude, I love that with the Joker logo on the front. That thing was great.
I'm just glad I didn't have to put the stickers on it. It came already stickered. And now he's got
Gap is asking for a lighting of a candle. He's already starting.
There we go. He's lit from the sunlight.
Yeah,
not bad, right?
Yeah, that one looks good, man. Yeah, I found my version of this guy too. Yeah, it's the color's a little bit different, but I guess this is the second release. Or I don't know.
The Age of Apocalypse that they did, that newer version to build the Age of Apocalypse Colossus. And I'm sorry, I shared this with you guys earlier. I'm not going to play the video, but I thought that just looks funny with the tape. Well, I'm going to play the video. I'll just turn. You don't need to hear me talking. This is funny though. We got Wolverine, Potato Head. Don't make me angry. Well, what are you going to do? I'm going to make you angry. Don't do it. Ta-da!
That's hilarious.
Hey, I mean, again, you guys do a lot of videos, so I thought it would be fun to kind of do just a few short, you know, funny ones. You know, you can add the voice yourself. Captain America throwing a 30-06 round. You know, just because I don't have a 3D printing machine in order to do it. And then there you go, man. Now that's a pretty cool overlay, right? You got Frank Castle hiding by Colossus Castle with a bazooka.
Yep.
Spider-Man. You got Cap. Oh yeah. So again, these are some of the ones I took just for the show today. Tommy, I got to figure out how to get a LED light in there and then shoot a flame out of it. and then do something with those tailpipes for smoke. But anyway,
dude, I tell you what, a lot of those LED lights, there isn't a whole lot to hook up on those things. So I mean, it would kind of suck, to drill anything out in there. But I mean, there's a way to tape those things in there and run the wire, because the wires are super small for the LED lights. There's a way to run them out of there, and you could hook like a battery thing underneath it. Like, you don't even have to do it like a permanent thing. You could just like tape a 9-volt battery underneath and just connect the two ends of the LED right to the damn battery, and it'll light it up. I mean, granted, that means you'd have to take the wires off every time. So here's my suggestion: go to the Dollar Tree. Once again, I'm going to suggest going to the Dollar Tree for this one, and you pick up. They've got those little LED lights for like flames. You know what I'm talking about? They look like little tea. They look like little tea candle flames. Take one of those apart. It's got all the wiring, and it's got the hookup that you need in it. You just extend the wires with like thin copper wire or something like that, and you can keep that whole battery pack on-off switch and just tape it underneath the vehicle. And you could just run your LED light out to the back end, and it'll look like a flame effect too if you use the T light ones.
Right. I was thinking even your valve stem covers, they have LED lights for those. Do you want to embiggen me, or do you want Vinnie to go and then me to come back, or you want me just to wrap up mine? Because I got just a few left.
Go ahead, Adam. Go ahead.
So there he is, man. There he is with his arms. The worst part about him is the stomach is the diaper. Like they just made it all hard plastic. That's stupid.
Yeah,
especially for a larger figure. Mm-hmm. It's a cool figure. Don't get me wrong, I dig it. But I got mine with the man bat and the big Bane over there that's holding up, Ghost Rider. So yeah, but again, he is a cool figure, and you got to move him around and stuff. I almost want to get some art clay, Vinnie, that's close, because you could form extra pieces and stuff. Oh yeah, to him with clay, right?
You could do that.
So, we just lost it. Here's
I was going to say also, Adam, with the clay, if you get the modeling clay and everything, you can make it look like it's an ooze of clay underneath his feet when you stand them up.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's endless. This one in the package, his cape was bent, so it just stays bent. So it was perfect for posing. Because normally it's flat, but this is just the regular one you buy to get the Build-A-Figure. And I got a couple of these for cheap as hell, like $5 each. I was like, oh, yeah, sure. Well, the whole reason I bought the extra one was when I knew I was going to get this one. Because I thought these were pretty cool, but what I didn't realize, he's got blood on him. He's bleeding.
Yeah.
And the other Batman's the same way. So that made it even cooler. But I had the extra head that I ripped off to put the Scarecrow mask on, so I could let him hold it with his Batarang, and his ass got beat up too.
That looks awesome.
So and that was my I didn't really want this Batman, right? I was like, what? I don't really need the purple caped one, but I liked it. But I liked this 2-pack, so I was waiting to get. As you know, my trick is I just wait till it costs $15.
Yeah.
So but that's what I did. But yeah, they do. They are really cool. And I just added Batgirl's Batarang, and because with the purple, right?
Yeah, it looks good.
And then when I do all the lighting and everything, and then everything in here is Jokerized. So, it works for my little setup. But yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty much all I've got. I don't have anything else to add. I just really wanted to show off, because last week's was fun, but on the playback, I saw where the lighting and the camera issues were, and I figured it'd be a little bit easier to I know I took up some time. I do apologize, but I wanted to have fun and finally, be able to really show off some cool stuff and what I've been working on. And again, you guys have helped inspire me to do all this, because normally it'd just be, hell, I wasn't even buying them up until I got a specific Batman I always wanted from Trina. And then Tommy started in because he sent me, I'll even turn myself back on, this awesome Age of Apocalypse Cyclops. So yeah, man, like he sent me this for the Christmas present and everything, which was cool. So, and I kept them in a box, and then I got the other ones and I kept them in the box for the longest time. And again, I had to, because everybody else was showing off their Punishers and Captain Americas and, you know, Spider-Man's, and I had to start showing mine off. So I was like, yep, even though I use tater heads, because I like my tater heads. I think they're hilarious. They make me laugh.
And like RR said, Adam, you never apologize for showing cool toys, man. And you know what, though? No, man, the presentation this week, awesome. I mean, I know you have internet problems, like, you know, and I understand. I have the same problems too.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's the reason why.
Yeah,
that's the reason why I always make video clips. Like, some people wonder, well, why don't you just turn on the camera and show off? I can't. My internet is like, it's barely above a dial-up speed. So everything I have to do is got to be in video format, because I can't run a camera without it freeze framing. Like years ago, Vinnie said, "Oh yeah, turn on your camera," and turn it on, it'd be freeze framing. I'd have to turn the camera off, turn it back on, and get about 2 or 3 seconds, and it would freeze. Turn it off, turn it back. Like, it was ridiculous.
If you didn't get booted.
Right, if I didn't get booted, because a lot of times it was too much for the internet to handle. But damn, dude, man, like, awesome pictures this week, super clear pictures. And you know what? Thank you for that, for another reason, because that's actually going to help me be able to find more content to put into the outro for the show, because I couldn't find anything for you to put in your outro segment, because most of it was so blurry, nobody was going to see it. And I was like, oh man, what am I going to do? I'll just wait until I find something clear. Now there's a whole bunch of shit right here that I have that I'll be able to pull from to be able to put
and
the
again,
outro,
we're the Twitter stuff, you know, the pictures and stuff in there too, you know. And again, it's just one of those things, being able to come hang out with your friends, show off our collections. Again, Vinny, you were saying the same thing. You know, after a couple months or so, you know, we kind of changed the offices up a little bit. You know, just change the decor around, so we're not looking at the same stuff. So I didn't feel like I was the only one doing it. I mean, yeah, I'm soft, wanker, but you know, damn dog. But you know, again, there's only so much I can do with the wrestling belts. Once I put those on the wall, that's where they're staying. You know, other than when I dust them. So. But yeah, no, it is. It's great to be able to come on here and be able to show the stuff off, and then be able to be artistic with everything. Because, you know, I don't draw, or I don't write or do anything like that, but I do have some cool pictures, and I've been able to share them with everybody on this panel and all of you guys here that are watching the shows, and get to see some of the cool shots that I do get. And again, I get to expose you to the dogs that are bitching right now, and that's why I'm going to mute. But again, thank you so much, because this was a blast, and I'll just be
Adam, once again, thank you, buddy. Thank you. I mean, there's a reason you became part of the panel here. That's why you're a co-host as well, because everybody in here has something to contribute. Even if we don't have, you know, not everybody's going to have something every single week, because not everybody is like a complete moron. Like some of us up here, like the top 3, I want to say, where we spent every last dime that we have collecting all the shit, or some idiot like me still has all the shit from when I was a kid and won't get rid of it to save my life. But no, man, I appreciate it, man. Every time you come on, you're adding to the show. Same thing with Slasher. Same thing with everybody that's been on the show throughout the years. You know, so unfortunately, some people that, you know, are no longer with us. You know, they just can't do this YouTube stuff anymore, and they had to take a break, and they had to step away from it. Man, we still appreciate every last one of you that have been on the show, that, you know, through 4 years of this stuff too. You know, I mean, Trina was the last one that unfortunately had to bow out from the show, and, you know, she unfortunately just can't handle this YouTube stuff anymore. And I get it, man. You know, with everything that's going on in real life, you know, with the pain with a lot of us that are going through it, it does get really, really hard. But like I told her, I said, if any point you feel like you want to come back in, even if it's only for an episode or two, you know, just let me know. I can throw you the link. You can jump on for a while. Everybody's welcome. We've had a lot of people that have come in throughout the years. Some people from bigger channels that have stopped in and taken part and freaking, you know, contributed to the show. I appreciate every last one. And of course, you know, it's always the appreciation for all the people in the chat. And we will definitely be showing that off at the end of the month when we get that 4-year celebration of this show. I really do appreciate it. And I see real quick before you add on, Adam, DJ Play Nice, thank you. That's Anthony's channel in case you guys are anybody's interested. If you like battle bots and stuff like some of the stuff that I do with the guinea pig battle bots, he's doing his own thing. He's got his own channel. He started up and he's got a battle bot up on there. So check it out. And he's talking about the great deal he got and what's going on. Happy Dinosaur, man. Good to see you. So, yeah, Adam.
It's just, there we go. A better look at the the Shifty from last week. Cobra Commander. So yeah, you know, I thought this one was really cool looking, like I said, to go with the other one I got. And you know, I was just trying to line it up with Shifty's avatar just because I'm, you know, I at least came on camera. Shifty doesn't got his helmet on, so he can't come on. He doesn't want you to. Only Destro could see him eat, and it took a lot for Destro.
What's a man? What's a man?
Yeah, man. Again, always fun here, and you know, I'm just glad that we get to do this and have a little bit of fun, and you know, again, relax and bust balls and show off collections and buy new things and then open them to show off.
Mm-hmm. And happy, man. Good to hear what happened. I'm glad things worked out for you, man. It's so often in life things don't always work out the way. No problem. Anthony, you got a wrench, so if you figure out how to drop links or you're in the chat, I always recommend everybody on my channel, you absolutely can drop your links, share them out there, let everybody know you're going, because, you know, the only way we're going to help each other as smaller creators, because, you know, regardless, like some people think that I'm a bigger creator with 2,000 subs. That's still small potatoes, man. Like if you ain't sitting at like like 500,000 or more, you're not even a mediocre YouTuber at that point. You're not a big YouTuber.
On the YouTube algorithm buttocks.
You got to be like 1 million subs before you're a big YouTuber on YouTube. And you know, they've been playing games with me for over 6 years, and I'm finally starting to see a little bit of leeway here. And probably because Google's been getting their asses sued off, man. I seen the shit from Morgan & Morgan, so like, you get exactly what you deserve for that shit. Maybe just leave people the hell alone. Stop playing games. Nice.
They'd make more money if they'd leave us alone and monetize us, because then they'd get more money off us.
Exactly.
They don't want to make money.
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense what they're doing. They're cutting off their face to spite their nose at this point. But Adam, thank you, sir. Thank you for that awesome show off. And who's next?
I'll go next. I got a two-parter.
Oh.
We got, yeah, I did a custom thing here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Shifty and I, we were talking about this piece, but yeah, he did arrive and I did some stuff. So, yeah. We got our Ultimate Captain America.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna do this one, man, and you gotta check out what I did to him.
This is Vinnie Art, formerly designer of McFarlane Toys, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Ultimate Captain America, the Avengers Marvel Legends piece here. So here's Cap out of the package. He does look nice, but I think he's missing some paint. I'm going to try to touch him up a little bit.
Dude, but look how popping those colors are.
Really nice.
Shit.
Yeah.
I really like what they did with this. This figure's very solid too. Like the body mold they use, the sculpt that they have, it's awesome.
This is not the Capcom one, right?
No.
Okay.
This is the Ultimate Captain America that came out. I want to say 2 years ago.
Yeah.
What the hell's her name? The White Queen from Astonishing X-Men is in the same line with him.
Let me see. There's a shield. I'll take that off. Yes, everyone, it's got that C-clamp that everyone complains about, but shield still looks pretty nice. He does come with a build-away figure. Don't care about that. I'm not building him. Here is his other head. And it feels like the paint could have been better on this one. He does come with 2 closed fists. So if you want that, you got that. One of my favorite things about this is he actually has a diaphragm cut. Now, I might work on that. If I separate this, maybe I could get a little more range out of it. But all in all, still pretty good. And you do have to take an X-Acto blade and get in between these fingers in order for him to hold a weapon. See, now he could hold a weapon. But yeah, not bad. Again, really cool looking cap. And And yeah, like I said, yeah, it's awesome that you can get a weapon in his hand, but let's upgrade this dude now. So here is the new and improved Captain America. I think it looks pretty good. I used the Tiger Force Outback figure for these pieces on his legs and this piece on top. I did cut it. I think his regular belt was fine. I don't need to have Outbacks over here because I like the Cantina, which I'll probably end up painting that as well. The black on
Dude,
his
if you,
forearms
Vinnie,
and stuff.
pause
Like I
for a
said,
second.
Yep.
Dude, if you had what's that? Fury, like the World War II Fury, with him. I mean, he would fit right in with like the Howling Commandos.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hell, even a motorcycle, the old school
Yeah, that'd
WW2 style, WW1, WW2 style motorcycles, that would fit the figure that aren't over expensive sometimes.
Yeah, that'd be badass. Yeah, because again, just by adding these extra things, because we saw it online, it looked really good, but I kind of stepped it up even further than this. So
did you swap the heads out?
No, not yet. I tweaked one of them, the one with the gritting with the teeth. That'll need a lot of work. I didn't.
Well, you didn't put the Outback head on this body.
No, I didn't want him to look like an old man. You don't need to look like old Cap.
Okay.
If I could find a better head, I will put one on. But
doing a few more touch-ups. Not too bad. Yeah, I touched up a little bit more on him. Got the little details going. So pretty nice. Oh, and since I had the paints out, I also
that looks really nice.
Just putting the shadowing under that A looks spot on. I think that's perfect.
I need to do that for my Hawkeye to have the H pop on the head.
Oh yeah, that would work. Yeah, like Mike Zack, he did stuff like that. That artist.
A little bit more love going on there. The black on the face. I think it looks pretty killer. So here's my Captain America all finished up. I think it's well worth it. He looks pretty badass. I put like a black kind of dry brush wash thing in there, and then when that was all dry, I did a little bit of blue on top to make him pop. I even put a bit of a sheen on the star on his chest. We did some rivets.
Fortunately, that's $50 worth of toys if you don't got them.
Oh, I already had Outback for a while. Ross had them on discount last year.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Dang.
Make them look a little dirtier. I left the white as is.
Yeah, because that's night and day now. Like just putting like a wash inside of the belt and everything. And I did the shadowing in the muscles, and then the blue that I took on the top, I put a little bit on the top of like the muscles on his thighs and everything. Obviously I took those off to do it, but.
There was another guy on Reddit, he was on Instagram. He got some like metallic looking paint, blue paint, and went over the scales, and it made the figure just pop.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I might add a little more to it later on, but I just want to do kind of like a quick thing on here, and just even that little bit with giving it more shadows and depth. Like, oh my god, it adds so much. And on the shelf, it looks incredible.
I mean, quite honestly, just the way that the colors looked on this figure plain was just amazing looking. Like, once again, RR said it too. I mean, the colors pop so much on that figure. It's just amazing. And you don't really see that with a lot of the other caps that they put out. Like, a lot of those colors, they look washed out or something. Like this one, I mean, it's just right in your face. Like, it literally jumped right out of the pages of a comic book.
Yeah, because that teal looking one for me, it only works for like old school Cap, but something like this that's supposed to be a little bit more modern. I think the darker blue is just incredible.
The Hydra Cap also really pops. The colors they used on it. I think it has a little bit too much blue throughout the body, but that's
I agree. But it's a similar. I think there's a lot of reuse between the figures. Although I know like there's some design work that's different on his chest and abdomen, and I think on the arms. But like the base bodies were the same, and I believe the legs are exactly the same. on those two?
There's the Steve Rogers Captain America figure. It's just got the stripes on the chest, and it's got the star, and he doesn't come with a mask. I think that's the one that comes with the translucent shield. Somebody combined him and kit bashed him with the accessories from the classified Duke figure, and that one looks really nice too. So,
nice.
There's a lot of Captain Americas that you can redecorate with your GI Joes if you have them.
I'll have to look that up for sure.
Real quick, say hello to the Comic Relief Crusader. What's going on? X-Trans Bots. Hotspot is coming soon. I tell you what, I know there's a lot of people that are getting really fed up with Hasbro and some of their price hikes. And we were talking about this shit months ago that they were going to start doing this. And sure enough, man, I see a lot of fans, especially fans of Transformers, that are just getting so pissed off with this shit that a lot of them are talking about they're going to walk away. I mean, Hasbro, man, said it before, man, we could fix it. We can fix it all. First thing we do is we fire all the people that are making enormous salaries for doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vinny, what head came with this? The Build-A-Figure head.
Oh, say again?
The Puff Adder.
Yeah, that character. I'm not familiar with them at all.
I have no idea.
It's a big looking figure. Like the body's pretty good. Like you probably get a really good Hulk out of that one. But yeah, you're gonna need a new head for him for sure. But yeah, let me continue this, and then we do have a part 2 on this.
And they put a minimal amount on his chin. I don't want to mess around with the face too much, but yeah, overall, I think this looks pretty damn good. Hope you guys like it. Hello, everyone. This is Vinnie Art.
Yeah, I didn't touch the white on him because the contrast looks so good. And the red on like the whole abdomen area. I didn't mess around with that. I cleaned up some of the white.
That's one of the things. Once you start customizing these things, you start adding a little extra detail and everything like that. Once you get to the first part, you can kind of judge it like, okay, do I really need to add anything else? I mean, that's a beautiful thing about doing a lot of this customization stuff is you can kind of gauge what you need and what you need not to do. And Anthony, as far as what I'm doing for Halloween, I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to feed the guinea pigs treats. That's what I'm going to do for Halloween.
Nice. So yeah, here's part 2. I know, yeah, this base that I had here. This is from older McFarlane stuff, like Spawn stuff. He was doing this for a little while. There's like a little lever and like it could rotate, but it jams up, so you gotta do it by hand. But anyway, it still looks pretty cool, and it works with that weapons rack that I have. Because it all has holes in it, like kind of the same pattern. So I could probably do something together with those. But yeah, here's a better look at that cap. And like I said, the lighting I had before was a little too harsh, but just because it's in the light box and everything. But yeah, in person, everything's just a little bit darker and really stands out.
Guys, again, more views and more shots of this guy because this was really cool and a great little kind of pet project. So again, this is the Ultimate Captain America, and the extra pieces you see on him, the harnesses and the straps and everything, that came from Outback, the Tiger Force one from G.I. Joe, that character. And everything else is custom paints I put on him. And it was super minimal stuff too. Here he is throwing his shield.
That's awesome.
Looking pretty badass.
Dude, it's a beautiful figure.
Here's a better look at Captain America and all the nice work I did on him, all the paint. I got one of the
yeah, I'll be sure to send anything I find on Instagram like that.
The only thing that I could have added to him was the butterfly joints, but again, putting the harness kind of thing on there, I think he looks incredible. So here are the markers that they're paint markers from Sharpie. They're brand new. Try to get a better look here. See, I got these over at Walmart. The black and white one come together. They're awesome for artwork, but really great for figures as well. And they dry pretty fast. Create this, the technique is you put a little bit on like in the certain area.
What's that?
I was going to say real quick. So I know with some of these Sharpie markers, I've actually had problems customizing some of the battle. So one of the newer battle bots that I'm getting close to finishing, man, I tried using one of those Sharpie markers to paint something on it. And then of course, after I got done, I want to clear coat it. So when it gets hit in the BattleBot arena, it doesn't scrape all the damn paint off, because then what's the point of doing all the freaking work that I did on it?
Yeah.
Well, the original drawing that I did on this custom piece that I created for this bot, after I went to clear coat it, all the Sharpie just ran. It all ran. I was like, son of a bitch.
Now, which Sharpies are those? Because these things are brand new and they're literal paint markers. You could hear the ball inside of them.
Right. Well, that's the problem. Sometimes even these paint ones, I've noticed certain ones run. I don't understand what it is. These ones, the one that I used, it ran all over the place. So, I mean, luckily, the same item that I custom made, I was able to just flip it over and then redraw on the, or should I say repaint on the other side. I just use a different type of marker. But
that's
man,
good.
Boy, yeah, that irritated me.
I know the metallic silver ones, like the ones I use for signing and stuff, they're fine on paper. They don't hold worth a shit on plastic. They'll wipe right off. But yeah, these here, I think it's acrylic paint that's inside of them.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's either acrylic or I found some that are actually water-based acrylic. So you got a couple different ones you could choose. Right, and real quick, so he doesn't know. So Anthony, the way you drop links is like you would go to your channel and you would pull it up. So DJ Play Nice was nice enough to bring your channel up. So that's actually what your channel would look like as far as the link. So like if you clicked on this thing that DJ Play Nice had put up earlier in the chat, you would be able to go right to your channel. So that's kind of the way you do that.
Yeah, you copy the URL and then you paste it into the chat.
Slasher, have a good one. Slasher said he was stepping out. Slasher, thanks for hanging with us. I'm sure Slash is going to be running a game later. If he comes back, he'll come back. He's still got the link. He could jump back in anytime he wants. But Slasher, thank you. If it's the end of the night for you, I get it, man. I get it. Thanks for being with us for the time that you were able to be here for.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, like awesome job on that shit. And RR was talking about some of the poses and shit. I mean, I don't know about you. Sometimes when you're posing some of these things, like, what the hell am I going to do next? What the hell am I going to do next for a pose? And you always try not to fall into the same pattern and making the exact same pose every time. So maybe you might look at a comic, or like if it's Transformers, I might look at a Transformers episode and say, okay, how was he stand? That would be a cool pose to be able to reproduce.
The thing that drives me nuts is when you get them into a fantastic pose and you put them up on the shelf, then you don't want to mess with it anymore. But then you're like, wait a minute, I need him for a review, and then it's just like, oh man, I couldn't get back to that good pose I had.
Well, you take a picture of them, and then
that is true. But it's just those little things. But I was gonna say, with the technique that I put on here. Now I tried both. I have acrylic paint on the upper half, and on the lower half, it's mostly that black Sharpie marker that I showed you guys. Whatever the paint is in there, I think it's better than the regular acrylic paints. It's not as dull. Oh, it's weird. But the blue one. The blue one is what I put on top. But I'll finish this up for you guys.
Areas that you want darker. And if you want to get like the kind of the smudging and a little bit of the dry brush thing, get a paper towel when you put it on and you start kind of wiping real quick. You can do it that way. But if you do have regular acrylic paints, those work fine too. That's what I used on his chest. It was acrylic black paint. I kind of went inside the crevices, and then afterwards I started dabbing with the blue after it dried. And I think that looks pretty nice. Really good effect, because that's the one thing that this figure was missing. He was missing some nice paint applications. You can kind of see him in the face because I don't have the proper paints right now to kind of get in there and fix his face. This stuff worked really well for the rest of him. I have that same technique on the harness to get it a little bit darker and dirty. And so there we go. We got our ultimate Captain America looking absolutely spectacular. My Walgreens exclusive Punisher from a few years ago. But I put a Superman head on him with some fun tack. I think this head looks really good on this figure.
if you can find the Red Sun Superman head, that might look good also.
Okay. Had a little fun with those, but yeah, there you go. Pretty damn sweet.
That's great.
Oh yeah, that was a blast to do too.
Very cool.
Glad you guys liked
Very
it.
nice. Yeah, man. awesome freaking coloring on that too, man.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
like I said, I thought it looked great just by itself, but yeah, the level of detailing that you added to that, really cool, really cool.
Yeah, because most of it's there. The sculpt is there. It's just that little bit of paint makes it all pop. You know, beautiful stuff.
I still want to put Outback's head on it, make old man cap.
Yeah, I mean, I tried it. It looked okay, but I prefer younger cap. Yeah.
I wonder if you could paint
Chris
the
Evans,
hair.
Sorry, Shifty, go ahead.
I wonder if you could paint the hair to like for it to be blonde. If that would work.
Yeah, what color was the regular Outback? His hair was he blonde?
Red.
Or was it?
It was like a reddish. Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's
yeah.
right.
And then Tiger Force is white, so
Yeah.
maybe you could paint him up blonde. Just have him with a beard.
There's got to be better, blonde hair characters that you could pop on there.
Probably.
I'll look around. I don't
3D
probably
printed
find a
head,
whole bunch.
baby. 3D printed head and paint. There you go. You can make it these days.
Yeah,
Get you 3D printed Robert Redford or something.
Yeah. Right.
DJ Play Nice, yeah, thank you. Yeah, please make sure your subscription active, and if you so want to, it really do appreciate you hit the bell alerts, because a lot of times, like where we say, YouTube plays these games, and if you don't hit the bell for alerts, a lot of times they're not always going to notify you. I have plenty of people that have subscribed my channel since the beginning of the damn channel, over 6.5, almost 7 years ago. And I still, every once in a while, get people say, I don't even get notified that you put anything new up on your channel. I don't release daily, so you don't have to worry about my thing dinging your stuff all the time. So, but yeah, always make sure your subscriptions are active, because it's another thing YouTube does. They like to pull subscribers away from people. Don't know why they do it. They just do it. They've left me alone now for a little while. And yeah, I mean, so far, fingers, or should I say paws crossed, but yeah, you outdid yourself again, Vinny. Or nails it again.
Thank you, man. Dude, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, and once again, if you want to check out Anthony, what he's got going on over there, starting off some stuff with BattleBots, be sure to check it out. It ain't going to hurt you. It sure as hell is going to help him. So, Shifty, you want to show something off now, or how you feeling about this, sir? I mean, if you're a little woozy from the knife fight, I get it, and you want to wait a while. I mean, it's totally
He lost
up to
a
you.
lot of blood being last. Death of 1,000 scratches.
Shifty. God damn it, guys! I think we lost Shifty.
No, I had one of my drops for 10 seconds. I didn't hear.
Yeah,
anything.
that's what I was figuring.
What happened? What I miss?
I thought you passed out woozy from all the knife wounds. Did you want to show off anything now, or were you going to wait a little while?
Oh yeah, I got that video I could pull up, but it's a bit long if you want to do something first.
That's all right. That's okay.
Okay. Vinny, when you play this, could you put on 1.5 speed?
One sec. I fucking dropped something and I cannot find it.
Actually, you know what's going to happen, but he's going to go on there and he's going to put it at 0.025.
No.
And then he's going to put it at 3.75, and then he's going to go, wait, hey, go back. It's going to be the space balls with the whole.
Wait, what do you want me to do with this?
Put it on a 1.5 speed to speed it up just a little bit.
How do you do that?
And you click the gear, and you'll see this. Yeah, the speed setting go up to 1.5. You see the gear?
Yeah, I clicked the gear. I got ambient mode, subtitles, sleeper time, playback speed. Oh, there we go. Playback speed.
1.5.
You want it at 1.25?
No, 1.5.
1.5. Okay. Share screen would help.
Go for another video, and what you're looking at is my latest pickups from Ross. Kind of slim pickings this week. A lot of deals spotted online from Ross's throughout the country. Sergeant Slaughter figures, Jinx figures, Marvel Legend 2-packs. I don't know if they're hitting my area or not, because every time I get out there, it's pretty barren, in terms of the wow factor pickups. Still, you got the Star Wars Black Series figures out there. You can always spot. I got a couple new ones this week. It sucks though. They went up $2. They're no longer $6 pickups. They're $8 pickups now, but still worth it. Especially, you know, if you could get you an extra Jedi outfit to customize, and another cloak for your, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi. If you get those new figures that don't come with a cloak, and this one comes with a yellow lightsaber, which is pretty rare. So you got you a cool customizable figure there for $8. It's totally worth it, and this is definitely worth it. It's Dead Ramiro, one of the probably best characters on Andor. Really nice figure likeness of her. I know it's
horrible character
with my potato camera.
Love her.
Oh, there she is.
Horrible.
Great.
Ugly
great
as sin,
character. One
too.
of my favorites. $8. Nice artwork on the side. And then the AEW figures. I'm having a hard time finding them here the last week or so. Ever since that Owen
I
Hart
picked
dropped,
her up.
I mean, it seems like everybody's like they know about them being out there at Ross for $4, so they're snatching them up. Jade was out there today. I hadn't seen her before, so I got her, and she looks pretty nice. This is probably the best looking figure outside the Owen Hart I've got so far for AEW figures out of Ross. Nice pickup, $4. $4 can't beat $4. Also, you can't beat Street Fighter figures, man. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Totally awesome. I've been whining to the people.
Where'd you find these?
You gotta get new Street Fighter figures in.
GameStop.
And they finally did. They had no control over what they shipped to the store, but man, I finally got a couple new ones. And I don't know if I'll ever see these again, so I had snatched both up. Pretty pricey, but I'm collecting them, and I need them in my collection, so I got them. Man, at Target doesn't seem like they're carrying them anymore, and Walmart's dragging their butts on getting anything besides Series 1. So it's really nice to see these newer ones. I don't know if they had Vega out there or not at some point.
I saw M. Bison in a Walmart.
He's out now. I haven't seen him.
Oh, cool.
I need to get Dalzim. He's getting hard to find, but I got like 8 more figures. I'm not going for the alternate colors, but I am trying to finish this setup. There's a lot of them that hasn't been released yet. T-Hawk, Zangief, which we're all waiting on, and E-Honda. I think they'll hit next summer. Balrog and Akuma was just announced, so they're coming out in February. Sagat's cool. I think his head's a little bit small, but great figures. Awesome. I love the skylight in the box. It just lets all that light in. Just really nice for your display if you want to keep it in the package. But I want to bust these out at some point and pose them up. Great figures. Also great figures. This Gamerverse 2-pack. Cap and Venom. This was the first of the Target deals that I got in on when the sale went live last week, and that was I was surprised it was up on there. And actually, it sold out pretty quick. It came back up during the middle of the week, but I scored it right when the sale went live, and that's a $60 set, and I threw a where is it a $20 Target exclusive. Not Ewok, Jawa on the deal.
Nice,
$80. I had a gift card for buying toilet paper and stuff from throughout the year, like $17 left on my gift card balance. This is $80 worth of merch. I got it for like $47, $47. Yeah, so the $20 off $75 spent, and the gift card really came in handy. I had that reserved at GameStop, and I canceled my pre-order and switched it over to the World War II Logan figure that they announced last week, which is really awesome. But yeah, later in the week, I went back to the store and I scored some more deals here. Earlier in the week, they had the shelves were bare. They were pulling everything off for order pickups, so I didn't really get anything good there. But I got 3 $24.99 figures here, and I had to get to push it over $75. I got me a Hot Wheels red Batmobile. This is the first Hot Wheels car I've ever bought off the shelf. So yeah, thanks Target. But first up, Bret Hart. This is his 1993 Survivor Series attire. He only wore it once. This was the match where he teamed up with his brothers Owen. Bruce and Keith Hart, I think, and they faced Jerry King Lawler's Knights. Actually, Lawler had some accusations made against him before the pay-per-view, and Shawn Michaels had to take over for him. This was the match where Bret Hart and Owen they started a rivalry, which lasted through the year of 1994. I mean, I don't really care for the outfit so much as I got it for Owen to make a customizable Owen figure, because I got that Owen Hart AEW figure. He comes with an extra head, so I'm going to swap out the arms and the head and maybe do a little painting and make a WWE pink and black Owen Hart figure. So at some point I'll show the results off there. Also got a Big Daddy Cool. Now he sold out quick. They restocked him fast. He's a little short in the box. I don't know. I'll have to pull him out and see how tall he actually is. But nice figure. There's a gray top Chase out there if you can find it. But I think this looks better. The all black attire. Nice figure. Getting some nice wrestling figures here lately.
Never
and then
was
the third
a fan of
$24.99 figure I got in the deal. Jubilee. She looks pretty cute. I don't like the black outfit. I'm gonna try to mod in something a little bit more traditional at some point. The effects on her hands there, her extra hands, is really nice. Another cool figure. The X-Men 97 line is just
top notch. Great stuff. Oh, she comes with a little drink cup down here. Nice, cool stuff. Now, I thought I was out, but they pulled me back in because they had a 25% off one figure or toy coupon this week from 30 Circle and $20 off $90 spent. I thought I was going to go in just for an $18 Weapon X figure, but no, I spotted the entire Batman Returns Toward line. They had Christopher Walken's Max Shrek, but there was 3 of them there, so I'm thinking I can get him any time if I need him. I want him, but I just didn't want to go spend that much money today. I spent enough here, but yeah, I got the 3 main ones.
He's not even that much an important character in the damn
movie. That's awesome. You got a soft goods cape, the top hat, and the cane, good stuff. I got Catwoman, not too crazy about the corset. It makes her midsection a little bit too broad. And if I don't like these, I got 90 days to take them back. But I think these things are going to sell out really quick. And I think
on eBay and make twice your money.
So I may hold
exactly.
on to these. I probably will anyway.
They're going for like
$75
to $100 already.
He looks cool. Got a lot of glare on the camera here. Man, there he is. Broad neck, no neck articulation, and there's no wire in the cape, which sucks. I mean, and there is a wire. The '89 Batman had the poles. Pause it for just a second.
Yeah, there's a wire, and his head does turn to the side.
Yep, I found that out. Yep. So there's no complaints at all on that one. Yeah, I just saw that today.
Yeah, those are fucking beautiful figures, man.
Yep.
Lucky dog.
So wait a minute, real quick. You having a problem with thick girls, huh?
Well, no, I just.
You're the only person I heard complain about the corset on.
It sticks out. It sticks out on the waist. I'm used to picturing in my mind a full bodysuit on her.
Well, they did it so she has some movement, some articulation. That's it.
Hey, real quick. Have a good night, Gap. Have a good night.
Have a good night, man.
Oh, hey, Soul Assassin asked. I think he asked, is the World War II Logan out yet? No, I just pre-ordered it. I don't think it comes out till early next year.
They announced it, but there's a few good things that are coming out next year. But all the prices are skyrocketing. I think they start around 30. I think they're going to be going around 35. And if that is the case, a lot of people are going to be out.
Well, right now it's like $28, I think, to reserve that one. So,
and by the time everything's said and done, I think as they arrive, the prices are going to go up. They've already
it used to be $15.
Yeah.
Well, they already started cutting things too. What's the Rachel Summers figure? They advertised her with extra hands, and they say now the prototypes of the people are getting them because Asia's getting them already. And they're missing items. They even changed the packaging in the box, so she has a set of hands less. So the price went up, and they're shorting fins.
It's what they always do. And Soul Assassin, thick thighs saves lives. Yeah, you better remember that. Now, what's going on? DVB, man, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
What's up?
Thunder thighs, stay alive.
Beautiful.
Go ahead.
The cape. But the glider was in the second film, I'm pretty sure. But man, I had this reserved at GameStop. I went to cancel it and swap that out for something else. But a nice figure regardless. That's a cool figure. Like I said, I think these are going to go up in value. These were $35 a piece, but I got them for all the deals. I got them for $82. So almost a buy two get one free. So yeah. Now I know what you're saying. You're probably saying, Shifty, are you rich? I'm not rich. I had savings for a lot of reasons, and I'm in a position to where I don't really have a social life, so I'm not out drinking, going to the movies, and doing this, that, and the other. So I did have a bit of money these last 2 years to spend on toys, but my funds.
No worries, dude. I mean, if this stuff makes you happy, you enjoy it.
Yeah, but but when I pull out a video where I've got like $3-4 worth of stuff, I feel the need to explain. I know I don't have to, but
you pay your own bills, man. You're not on.
I'm in a position to where I'm a caretaker, so I'm not.
But I'm just saying, same thing. Like my kids are grown. You don't got to explain why you spend your money.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I know some people don't have it, so I'm not rich, but
I don't know how you weren't jacked in the parking lot and had these things stolen from you. This is crazy. I mean,
that's a good score. Not to mention you got a good Bret Hart. You ended up getting the Diesel figure that I still haven't even seen locally.
Yeah.
Because if I had seen it, it'd be on my wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do need to slow down. I do have some stuff that's reserved, like Juggies is coming out. Well, it's supposed to dump in here. I don't know what GameStop's doing, but I got Juggy and a couple other stuff that's coming that I've already paid for and stuff. So I do have a few big ticket items still coming, but after that I got to take a break. So it's going to be like raw scores and like super cheap stuff I find online because I am getting a little bit tapped out, but I'm not. I feel kind of guilty sometimes when I.
Yeah, you know what though? We're all of us have been in that situation. I know I've been in that situation for a while, and I spent some money recently that I really shouldn't have spent, even though I wound up getting a blessing. With a refund that I wound up getting, I wasn't expecting. I still wound up spending a little bit more, and I damn near pinched my finances to the point where I almost couldn't take care of everything this month. I still managed to pull it off. I got lucky, but yeah, man. You see certain things, and it's just like as much as you shouldn't spend the money. Once you have that bug, it's like, damn, am I going to see this again? And then you'd be kicking yourself in the ass later on, saying I should have got it. Yeah, no problem, DVB. I thought you were before.
Yeah, man. You can't get the items that I have in this office for the price I paid. You can still get them, but not for $15.
No, and that's the problem. Yeah, if you do miss them in stores, the aftermarket is absolutely insane. And if it's stuff that you need to finish your collection or look really amazing that you want really badly, it's like
$50-$60 minimum.
And then if you get it at Target or Walmart, you got like 90 days to take it back if you really need the money. So that's you got that choice. But look, I came into some inheritance money, and I had a family land deal, and then I told you guys like. I saved up for a long ass time for a PS5 and a Switch 2. I never bought them because I think this generation of games sucks. So I had all that cash on hand just to blow on toys the last 2 years. So that's where it came from. So
look at my collection in this year alone. I didn't buy anything the entire Biden administration. Barely anything. I bought everything in 10 months. This office, all those cords came this year in 10 months.
That's wow. Yeah.
That's wild, man.
But again, when you break it down, I'm getting, that 2-pack that I just showed off tonight. You go online, those are $40, $50, $60. I got it for $20. That's 10 a figure.
That's great, man.
But I do have right here, I have the breakdown of the price like I did back in March. So
what are you,
here's
Jewish?
The damage. No, here's the damage.
They're dwindling, so I'm going to have to take a break after I pick up my Juggernaut figure and just go after the deep discount online and Ross deals for the time being. But let's go over my totals here because I did this back in March when they had their last big Target Circle bonanza at the store. This is between the 3 deals at Target I showed off today and the one I showed last week. It's $340.38 worth of merch. I paid with gift cards and everything and discounts. I only paid $245.87 with a savings of $94.51. So almost $100 saved on this stuff and the stuff I showed last week. So thanks Target for selling me plastic junk. But hey, this stuff's cool. Hey, thanks for sticking with me and watching this. I hope I didn't put you to sleep, and I'll catch you next time.
Dude, good stuff, man.
What a haul. That's Sagat figure, man. I almost had my hands on one, and I had no money for it. I had the choice. I had Blanca or Sagat, and I thought I might have a better chance of finding Sagat again. And boy, was I wrong.
I got to be honest. I don't care for the Storm Arena figures. I don't like them very much. The look of them, especially the Cammy one, she don't look right. The Sagat figure of theirs, I think it looks a lot better than the Jada one. It looks a lot better.
I love that Sagat one. I want to get it. And like I said, I reviewed that Ken figure. Dude, Storm Arena's Ken was phenomenal. Holy shit, what a beautiful figure.
There's problems. I've seen on Instagram this week. They paint their geese. Jada has molded colored plastic, so there is some people that's getting the Storm Arena Street Fighter figures. they're getting paint rub when they're posing them, so the paint's rubbing off. So that's unfortunate.
I'm looking at it. It's molded.
Oh,
Unless
it
somebody,
is?
yeah, unless they tweaked it.
Well, it
Yeah,
might be
this-
one of the alternate colors that they're coming out with because
Maybe.
they're showing them. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the red one's molded. It's molded in red.
Okay. All right. Well, it must
No,
be one.
there's
of
a
their
little
newer-
dry brush. They put a little dry brush or something inside the crevices and stuff.
There's
Yeah, it's beautiful.
there's a newer colored one, I think, of Ken. That's the one that they're having the problems with.
Oh, okay.
It might be alternate color. Oh, and what are we looking at?
Oh, right there, $21.04.
Oh, nice.
Like just not that it matters, but just to your point, just to show I ain't making this shit up, man. I don't
Yeah,
overspend. Like, you know, I do sometimes on certain. Okay, there's those two, right?
Uh-huh.
I didn't pay $14. I got all these now this is what Nathan gets for his birthday, November 2nd. So he likes John Cena, right? Count him, John.
That Cena figure. That's the one that somebody had put in a package at Walmart. Yeah, all the paint was rubbed off on it, and they were still trying to sell it.
Yep. So there's the junkyard dog I got for myself. So I got 3 figures, and then there's
Nice.
that 1, 2, 3, 4,
Wow.
5,
Wow.
6, 7, 8 John Cena figures, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
for $80. All of that was $80, and so basically
Nice.
each figure was $5 when you break it down. And there, 23 for that one Tommy that you really like as well, and you can't usually find it for under 50.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
it's
awesome.
just
Yeah,
time, and you know, again, there's my that gold labeled or what the red labeled scarecrow. That was the
Uh-huh.
head shipped, $16. Yeah, a little pricey, but that damn figure's $35, $40. So, you know, for the head, but it looks good on what I put it on, you know.
Well,
Same with this
damn
one.
it! I got an extra one. I would have just sent it to you. I never
but
used mine.
It's all good, man. Like I just ran into it. It was one of those things. Like when I had the Batman and I ended up doing the 3 Jokers, I was like, okay, because I
Uh-huh.
got the Frozen head, and I'm like, okay, this will look cool. And then I'm just scrolling through, and I'm always looking for another one of those scarecrows. Could kind of do the same thing. They have an open one, and or you
Uh-huh.
know maybe use the body for I don't know Alfred, because I think that would make a cool Alfred body, right?
Uh-huh.
So anyway, but I'm always looking for them for $15-$20, whatever. But yeah, man, that's just it. It's kind of the fun of the hunt.
Yeah, it is.
And
yeah,
and the
well,
search and to find what you can and buy what you can when you can, and when you can't, you don't. And when you can,
it depends. It depends on where you're hunting. Like I'm all about the looking at these Ross scores that all these people are finding out west.
Yeah,
they're not. I'm not finding those deals, and it kind of sucks because I'm going out there like 2 or 3 times a week. They're finding Marvel 2-packs of Wolverine and I mean I don't know who the other one is. Deathbird or something. They got like Doctor Strange and Wong. They got all these great 2-packs. They got like McFarlane's at the wazoo, statues. They got lightsabers. They got all this stuff, and I'm not getting but like a fraction of what they're finding online yet.
Well, I
So,
mean, we
but-
know how that goes too. Sometimes you get some of these stores in the same area, like one store will get overloaded with them. Another store might not get nothing. And I mean, some of these stores like Ross and maybe Ollie's, they don't have quite as many locations as say like a Walmart or a Target. So
yeah,
you might unfortunately only have one Ollie's anywhere even within an hour range to be able to choose from. I'm fortunate enough where we actually had 2 Ollie's that are less than, roughly about a half hour to 35 minutes away. Like one is actually less than that. One's only about, 20 minutes away. And the other one's about like 35 or something like that. So I actually got 2 different Ollie's that I could go to look for stuff. A lot of people I know don't have that many stores. Ross, I think we only have 2 within like 30 minutes.
Has your Ollie's got the Luke Cage and Daredevil figures in yet? That's been out for like a month.
I haven't been back to one in a little while, just because money's been so damn tight. And like I said, unfortunately, I made a big purchase with some of the spare money I had, which I really shouldn't have spent because it was more than I should have spent. And I just didn't have any money to go back out to Ollie's again. I so wanted to.
Yeah, it's just it sucks so bad. You're looking at online and you can't. It's not showing up for you. You know.
Yeah, you can't. DVB said Junkyard Dog was one of his favorite wrestlers back in the day.
Yeah, man. It was one of the ones I needed for my collection. Like I thought it was the big LJN. Don't get me wrong. I didn't realize it was the little one, but it was better that it was the little one, you know, because it fit in perfectly with the other wrestling figures where I put him. Because he's what every wrestler that's on my wall I've either seen wrestled or have met. Because again, I've met Booker T, I've met Mick Foley, I've seen Foley wrestle, I've seen Booker wrestle. You know, the only one I didn't get to meet yet is Steiner, the Steiners, because I was a huge Rick Steiner fan, the dog-faced gremlin, and then with him and Scotty were together. You know, so but yeah, again, it's the things. I've got pictures of LOD, but it was LOD 2000 with Sonny when I took my kids. But I have
that's even better,
right? You know, yeah.
DVB also says, Tommy, you know, if they have stopped releasing a new retro He-Man figure. So they do still have Origin figures. The problem is that a lot of these stores are not getting them in stock. And when they do get stock, it's very sparse and far and few in between. So they are still they are still putting them out, but it's, it's like anything with a lot of these toys anymore. It has to deal with the distribution. The distribution has been absolutely horrible with a lot of these companies lately. And they have nobody but themselves to blame at this point. So I've seen a few here and there, but not much.
I don't know if they're Origin figures because I'm not into He-Man that much because I can't keep up with all the lines that they have. They got some now with a crossover with Transformers. It's weird. I saw those at Target. My Walmart is in the process of renovating, and they expanded our toy section by 3 or 4 rows. It's freaking huge now, and they're actually stocking the shelves with action figures that I've never seen in years and years. Like we're getting G.I. Joes now, and we actually got a lot of He-Man figures. I mean, they had the complete Thundercats line there the other day, and then they had the cartoon version of Orko. I almost picked it up, but I didn't get it. And I think they had some Origin figures out there. So Walmart. I don't know if this is at every area, but they're getting into the toy game big time right now. They even got Marvel Legends.
I was going to say, those crossovers, man, they have been going crazy with the crossovers, not only with the Masters of the Universe, but Play School or Playmates. Sorry, Playmates has been dipping in it too with the TMNT line. They got the Godzilla crossovers, and there was something else that they were crossing over with wrestling. They were crossing over with wrestling figures and everything. So I mean, crossover thing has been really huge the past couple of years, and it's probably going to continue for a while. But go ahead.
I've seen in some areas that they had that Cap and Venom 2-pack that's $60 everywhere. It's only $50 at Walmart if you can find it. That's crazy. Man, if you can find the Juggernaut for $50, scoop that one up. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with GameStop. I was supposed to have my Juggernaut by now. I got on pre-order, and I called them up today. They said, well, we have it in stock, but it hasn't shipped out yet. I'm like, what the hell? I may have to go look somewhere else to get it if it don't come by next week because I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling, and and our Walmart, they're the ones that drove places like Toys R Us and other ones out of business. They should step up the game because for a while that they were horrible. Like I pretty much just stopped going there because they never had anything. But yeah, man. Let's get back into some more toy show-offs. And real quick before I do, I also wanted to mention when you were showing off that Jawa, one of the things I always hated that they removed from those Star Wars figures is when they used to have that clear panel at the top so the eyes on the Jawa would light up. I so hate it when they removed that shit because that was such a cool feature. Or at the very least, put a small LED in there to make their eyes light up, man. I don't know why they took that away. But we're gonna get back into some more. Now this one is actually a replay, but like I said, it's Halloween time, so I'm gonna let Indy tell you all about another horror related line of figures. Indy, pig of history, bring it.
one and all. I am your Professor Indy of the Guinea Pig Collective. And now, we are going to get into some toy history. Today, on Toy History Lessons, we will be talking about another franchise that is often forgotten. We will be talking about Monster in My Pocket. Now, the Monster in My Pocket was best known as a toy line released by Matchbox in 1990. It consisted of small plastic figures representing monsters and later other tangentially related characters. In its first run, there were 11 series released. There were over 200 monsters in the collection, most of which were assigned a point value. Among the highest valued monsters were the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Griffin, the Great Beast, Behemoth, Hydra, and the Werewolf at 25 points. And among the least being Charon, the Invisible Man, and the Witch at 5 points. Initially, the high point value was 25, which was elevated to 30 for the second and third series. The fourth, Super Scary series, introduced the 50 to 100 point monsters. The toys were initially solid colored, though later series would gradually add more painted colors, until they became fully colored of new toy makers' Corinthian marketing and vivid imaginations. Follow-up series, Super Creepies, creations of real insects and arachnids. The Monster in My Pocket brand, however, did not stay with Matchbox through its entirety. It wound up being traded through a few different companies who wound up re-envisioning it as it went on. Originally developed by American company Morrison Entertainment Group, headed by Joe Morrison and John Weems, two former senior executives at Mattel, who originally licensed it through Mattel, wound up seeing this franchise go to different companies who wound up creating other things on top of the figures, including a board game, trading cards, comics, a video game, and an animated special. Well, that is all that we have on Monsters in My Pocket. Much like Muscle and many other small figures that did not have any kind of articulation, these were still aimed at kids to collect and have a lot of fun because of their low price point. Do you remember Monster in My Pocket? We hope you enjoyed this toy history lesson with me, Indy, of the Guinea Pig Collective.
Yeah, good old Monsters
cool.
in My Pocket. Yeah, man.
Very cool. Never had none of those. I was into Muscles, but man,
You dropped.
Never
Shifty,
had
come back to us. Come back to us,
he-
Shifty. There he is.
Oh, hey, what's going on? Yeah, no, I wasn't into the Monster in My Pocket because they came out a little bit later, but I was really into Muscles. And if I could have got the deal like I got in middle school from a kid who would sell me like lunch, like a sandwich bag full of them for like $4, like of my lunch money. Yeah, I would have been all over those suckers because Muscles were cool. Those look cool. Army Ants look cool. All those little figurines look cool back then.
Homies was another one.
Yeah. Yep. Homies. Yep.
Yeah, cool. Everybody seems to remember that. Anthony, as far as the and it is kind of funny. So, the way I do the battle bots thing is like when one bot gets on a win streak, I just start running through all the bots that I have in the collection until the win streak is broken, and then I go on to the next bot. So it just so happens that the next fight I had to look it up real quick on my phone because I don't have time to actually bring up a peek of it because I have to upload it, and I can't do it when I'm running the show. There's just not enough internet power for me to do that. But it just so happens, it just happens to be the two that you picked up, Hypershock and Rusty. It just worked out that way. So, yeah, man, it'll probably be in a few days. I usually wait a few days in between any kind of things that go up on my channel because if I don't, YouTube plays the games and they start burying the stuff. So it'd be a few days from now. So it'd probably like Saturday or something like that. It'll be up Saturday or Sunday. And then after that, you know, the next one would be up like I don't know, 5 to 6 days after that or so. It all depends. It depends on how bad the internet is acting at the time. Yeah, Muscle Man figures were cool. Yeah, we still have a bunch of them sitting around. We have a few monsters in my pocket. We got a bunch of homies. Like, because I remember when you used to come out of Toys R Us, they used to have those little like the bubblegum type machines. So you would get the little balls, the little plastic balls, Shifty, the balls. You would get the
orbs.
You would get those things, and they would have the homie figures and stuff in those. And yeah, like we have a few army ants and everything. I remember showing them off a while ago. There was a few other ones that were like guts and God, what was the other one? There was one other one that it was almost the same damn thing. They had
Army
a bunch
ants?
of like everybody. No, besides army ants, there was another one. There was small ones like that.
Don't know.
But no, fun stuff. Yeah, Food Fighters. That was another one. I brought that back up recently because Shifty was asking about it. I said, yeah, I did a video, and I forget how long ago, how many weeks ago it was that I brought that one back. It was maybe even a month or two ago that I brought that back up. But yeah, I got that on my channel with a little food fight video where they're actually fighting. So fun stuff. So I got another one here. This one's for you, Shifty. You said you want to see this guy. So I'm bringing 2 reviews right now, and then we'll hit a commercial break and we'll come back. And then Vinnie, I guess I'll pass it back off to you because I think Adam, you blew your whole load, right?
Yep, I don't got nothing, buddy. I'm done.
Okay, all right. So I got 2 in a row here, commercial break, and then we're coming back, and Vinny's going to show you what else he's got. But yeah, Shifty, you asked to see this, so I brought this one back, and I brought another one back since you seemed like you were kind of interested in seeing these guys. So here we go with an older school horror-related toy review.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering if you would show up for this one. Get ready to be amazed and astounded. If you're not astounded, I have a solution for that too. Now just hold still.
Everybody, what's going on? We are hanging out with Stripe, the horror icon pig. Then what are we showing off today? From NECA, Gremlins 2 the new batch, we got Ultimate Brain. This one looks really cool. I've actually been sitting on this one for quite some time, meaning to get the review done. And you know what? I can't wait to get this one out and take a look at it. So here we go. That's Brain right out of the package. So here he goes. This one looks pretty cool. I like the soft goods that he has on. The jacket does have a Velcro thing, so it can open technically. You can take this jacket off. He does have articulation here. He's got a bend at the elbow. It doesn't go as far up as I would like to see. The shoulders go up about that far and come back down. They do go all the way up around to the point that they hit the ear. They go all the way back. You do have to be careful about this right here. So he's got this elbow joint thing. It will poke right through the shirt when you bend the elbow all the way up. There's no way to avoid that. Let's get into all the extras he comes with.
I trust that's not the brain hormone that creature's drinking.
With a few different hands, one of which is holding the brain formula flask that he used to get all his smarts. Here's a close-up of the flask. One of his other hands in there, and like we see in the beginning, he's got his pipe, and he's got his syringe. The syringe is actually pretty cool, too. The syringe does extend back and forth, so you kind of get that look like he's getting ready to inject somebody. That's pretty cool. That, if I had a mini skull to put in his hand, you could imagine him reciting some Shakespeare. Overall, I gotta say this figure is very nice. Unfortunately, with the limited posability in there and the ends of these arms coming through the soft goods, I think that's a bit of a miss, and because of that, the best I can give this figure is a 7. There was some things they could have changed. They could have did a little bit different to make this figure a lot better than what it is. Once again, I'm pretty sure this is one of the reuses of an old mold that NECA tends to like to do, but overall, it is still an amazing looking figure. There is some really good detail in the face of this figure and throughout the body of the skin that you see, and the cloth goods are really cool looking as well.
talk a little bit about what's going on in this room, because I think there are some fascinating ramifications here for the future.
What's going on, Janet? I see Janet popped in the chat. What's going on, Janet? Hope you're doing well. Go ahead, Shifty.
Wonderful review.
You like that?
Loved it.
That was actually that was before I started doing pigmation stuff like that. So I mean, that was like the early, like just try to put them into poses, try to make a little storyboard out of it, so to speak. But absolutely fun figure. I know you were saying you'd seen it and you were thinking about it, but there you go, man.
No, I got it. I picked it up last week.
You did? You did get it? Oh, that's right, you did.
Yeah, him and AT.
Yeah, awesome, awesome figure.
Yeah,
right,
if anybody wants that one, they have them at your, well, not every Walmart, but some Walmarts have the end cap for NECA, and they have that one. They have some other cool figures out there for $25.
Wow, that's great. I gotta keep my eye out for stuff like that. Like the Walmart the one that I go to most often, yeah, they don't have any of those end caps.
Oh,
it sucks. They never put out the Marvel Legends section, the Hasbro stuff. None of that stuff is there. It's so disappointing.
Dang it! Did you hear what I said a while ago about the Cap and Venom 2-pack?
What? That's where you found it?
Well, if you can find it there, it's only $50. It's $10 less than everywhere else.
No shit. They did the same thing with the T-Rex for that. Yeah, it was like $20 cheaper than everywhere else.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But man, that brain figure, he's awesome. I know a lot of people hates that his head doesn't really turn down as much as they would like. But yeah, I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it's a really nice figure. So I want to follow that up with this one. So I know we talked ever so briefly about some of the gremlins I have, which I have a giant 28-gallon tote filled with gremlins, and then some more gremlins and another tote. So yeah, I've picked up almost every single one they have. I'm only missing a few. I'm not missing many. But I'm going to give you another gremlin right here, since you said bring the brain and show the brain again. I'm going to show you one more. This one was actually gifted to me, and I really did enjoy this one. Now, this ain't the Spider Gremlin, which is still, I would say it's probably one of the best gremlin figures that I've seen him do. But this one is pretty cool in its own right. It had a few takeaways, but overall, a really nice looking one. So if you wind up seeing this one, this will be a determining factor whether you wind up picking up if you do find it. So here we go.
Welcome back as we are hanging out with Stripe, the horror icon pig. So here we go. Gremlins 2 by NECA. Thank you, Trina, for sending this one to the Guinea Pig Collective. Stripe absolutely adores anything Gremlins, and he is very appreciative, as am I. But we got the new batch. We've got the Bat Gremlin, another awesome addition to this ever-growing Gremlins collection that I have. Let's go ahead, without further ado, get this out of the box and take a look at this bad boy. Go with our Bat Gremlin right out of the box. He does come with a stand right there. It's not the greatest stand in the world. There are bends in here in the wings, so he really does stretch out quite far. Unfortunately, it does feel like it just wants to keep rolling back into that same shape, unfortunately. So that is a bit of a downer. Like, they might as well have just put freaking joints on the end of this thing if this stuff is just going to keep rolling back. Overall, though, the wings bend out, the ears move up like that, move back. The jaw does open. He's got a decent range of movement in the head. That is not bad at all. Like, that is pretty good movement right there in that head. I'm pretty impressed. That's probably the best movement I've seen on one of these gremlins so far. The leg movement, it's not great. He wouldn't have tons of movement there anyway. He's got a nice joint right here at the knee. He does have a small amount of pivot down here in the foot, but it's so minimal. It's more of just a turn than it really is a pivot. And there's really no rocks. There's a little bit of a loss on that. As far as the arms, he does have an elbow bend right there. He has a little bit of turn right here in the wrist. Once again, no pivot, nothing but a turn. He does have a ball up here in the top of the shoulder, so you can get a little bit of movement out of the arm. But that is about it. So let's check him out. We'll try to get these wings stretched out and make it look like he's flying. Here we go. We got our back gremlin on his flight stand to kind of simulate him flying. Unfortunately, here is the downside to this figure. Because these wings and the bend wires that are in them do not stay in place, you kind of have this really bad looking simulation of him flying. So the best that I'm going to be able to give this back gremlin is an 8 out of 10.
He looks just like the Muppet.
You know, I mean, it's a tremendously detailed figure and everything like that, but that was the one downside that they really didn't take into account. All the rubber that is in those wings is going to overpower the little bendy wires they have in there. They really should have just put, you know, just some joints on the end of the wings, and that would have made this thing at least a 9.5 out of 10, because everything else in there that you really want to see, including the flight stand, everything else is there. I mean, just tremendous looking. It's just smaller details that they missed out on that one. But I wanted to bring that back up since we were talking about gremlins and everything. And I thought maybe you would like to see that one as well.
Yeah, that's nice. But you know, I mean, if you were going to display it, you may have to just build like some sort of brace on the back of the wings to, you know, kind of get them pushed forward. I don't know how you would do that, but man, that's unfortunate to have them roll back like that.
Yeah,
I would have knocked down the points even lower for something like that. That's unfortunate.
Well, I mean, the head movement was terrific. Like I said, the head movement on that one was better than any other gremlin that I'd ever seen before. And you know, the level of detail, those are the two reasons that he still scored that high.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to get a bat gremlin, you're going to get it for the wings, and if they're rolled up like that, I don't know. I'd have major complaints about that. But like I said, if you could get like a clothes hanger or something that's really sturdy, you probably could like have something on the back of it to where it would keep it pushed down. So you know, you could probably fix it if you was going to try to display it, but.
Well, I'm sure you could probably also, if you could find, because usually with the bendy wire stuff, there's small holes in the rubber anyway. If you can find those small holes, you might even be able to run some extra wiring through it.
Yeah.
And maybe you double up on the wiring going through there might be strong enough to get it to bend into a certain pose where it ain't going to roll back. That's always another possibility as well.
Mm-hmm. I don't suppose the hairdryer trick would work, would it?
I would be kind of iffy about using it on rubber goods like that because it always tends to melt the rubber.
Mm-hmm. And just the integrity of that rubbery plastic I think it can leach quite easily after you have that kind of heat on it.
Yeah,
it'd be very problematic.
And there's a lot of paint applications on that too. So I mean, more than likely, if it starts doing anything, it'll probably take away some of the paint applications.
Yeah.
So your best bet is to try to see if you can run extra wire through the wings to try to create something that actually holds a little bit better.
Yeah.
The hairdryer trick is basically a hairdryer or like a heat gun. So you use it on plastic toys where, you know, the plastic's warped out of shape. You heat it up a little bit and just bend it back in the position you want. Sometimes you can actually just use gravity. You know, once you heat it, gravity might pull it right back down to the position you want. So when I do custom pieces, even like custom battle bots, I will use this big heat gun to be able to mold and bend things into the shape that I want it. This way, the plastic doesn't really lose integrity. It just makes it a little bit more malleable to move it in the position I want. And usually, once again, you let gravity do the work, because if you start flexing it, that's how you cause plastic stress. Another thing, too, is if you have an older figure, like I've had older Transformers like Power Glide, the little Warthog airplane that he turned into, Those things were always bent, and there's always all kinds of stress lines on the plastic.
Yeah.
So if you want to bend the wings back out to where they should be, you take one of these big giant heat guns, or you could use a hair dryer. You take it to, you get the wing back in the position you want, and you hold it over top where those white stress marks are, and it will literally take the stress mark right out of the plastic. I've done it on a few different figures. So
and then
you just got to be careful and not get it too close, because then you could burn the shit. And what's going on? The Gilk Man returns also in the house. What's going on, Gilky man?
up?
Good to see you. I hope you're doing well.
Good seeing you.
And then also the hair dryers come in handy for when you're trying to take apart your figures and swap them out or fix something. You got to heat the joints up to pop this stuff out. Just look there's plenty of videos on YouTube if you're trying to dismantle your figures. That's how I learned. So
yeah, there's always tricks. And another trick real quick for anybody, it's like if you're taking apart certain figures and they have pins, and you know how difficult it can be to get some of those pins out. An easy way to get around that is if you have yourself like a wood burner, or if you have yourself a soldering gun, you put that soldering iron tip on the end of the pin and just heat it a little bit. And you could do the same thing with screws on plastic toys where things had been dipped in the water and it rusted. And sometimes what it does is that rust will adhere to the inside of plastic. And the minute you go take that screw out, it actually breaks your post. So if you want to avoid that with something that's a little bit questionable, just take a soldering iron or a wood tip burning, to the end of that screw, heat it up a little bit, then you'll be able to screwdriver that thing right out without breaking anything. You won't lose any of the integrity on the post. I mean, there's just all kinds of little tricks that you could use to be able to preserve the toy.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah.
I got a commercial break, and now I'm handing it back on to you. Yeah. You slowly meld them back to where they want. And the rarest battle bots, I'm not sure. I'm thinking probably the hardest one I had to find was the second version of Minotaur, where it just had like extra writing all over it. It was no different than the first one. It just had extra lettering and everything on it. That was one of the harder ones for me to find. But here we go. We got a commercial break for you. Spooky time, so we got an extra commercial for that Halloween month, and hope you guys like this one.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Ordinary weapons are useless against Mella. Only Earth-Core's trapper vehicle can stop the Inhumanoid.
Detach grappling hook! After him! Inhumanoids! Inhumanoids!
The evil that lies within us.
Coming right for us! Take the hovercraft! Trappers ready! There's Metlar! Taste the claw, Metlar!
Trapper vehicle. Figures sold separately from Hasbro.
Inhumanoids!
Decomposed traps liquidated, but the mighty Granites, friends of the Earth Core, attack the evil Inhumanoid, forcing him back into the Earth.
Inhumanoids! Inhumanoids!
The evil that lies within us.
Your friends can't help you now. But the leader of the Granites can. Grandma! Your evil ways are over! Escape on the Terror Scout! Thanks, Grandma!
Granarch, other figures and vehicles sold separately from Hasbro.
Inhumanoids!
The deadly Inhumanoid tendril lashes out, and the forest comes alive as the Redwoods help their scientist friends.
Stay Redwoods! Inhumanoids! Inhumanoids!
The evil that lies within us.
I can't hold him much longer. Where's Redland? Here's Redland. Nasty Redwood. Let him go, Tendril. I'll get you next time. Way to go, Redland.
Redland and other figures sold separately from Hasbro.
Inhumanoids!
Now, back to our program.
Go Inhumanoids. Man, that song is catchy, ain't it?
I never had any of those. I wanted some bad. That was a cool toy line. They can make a great movie out of that probably, because you got your giant monsters, you got your horror element, you got like an army element. You can make a great movie out of that.
Agreed. And it's another line I'm kind of actually shocked that they haven't tried to bring back yet. I mean, some of these older lines, like we talk about Street Sharks and all these other ones, they keep coming back with, and just nope. What's going on, Chris? Greetings. Welcome to the channel. Hope that you're having a good time.
Yeah,
it was a good cartoon. Yeah,
I think I had the Rock guy. Like I got it from my cousin. I didn't know what the hell it was from. I never recalled seeing those things before. This is when I was a kid, and he had him outside. I think that's why he gave him to me because he was like, he didn't give a shit about his toys. And this thing was like half stuck in the mud. I said, "What the hell is this?" I pulled it out. It's a pretty big figure to be stuck in the mud like that. And yeah, and there were like bugs inside, like it crawled inside the empty cavities in the plastic. Oh my god, that's like a sin. How do you treat your figures like that?
I don't know. Well, speaking of rocks, you remember Rock Lords?
Yeah. Yep.
Man, I just came across them the other day, and I remember I used to have one. And I mean, how the hell did they sell those to kids? Hey, here's a rock, and it turns into a robot, but it's a rock.
Dude, they were scrambling for any way to try to catch up back at Hasbro because the GoBots made it to the toy shelves first by almost a full freaking year. And they pretty much had cornered the market, and they're the ones that created the robot transforming craze. It wasn't Transformers, it was GoBots. Transformers hit the scene, and they just lapped right over GoBots. GoBots had all that time. They didn't put out a cartoon until after Transformers did to try to compete with them. Like, dude, you had the market already. If you would have did everything right the first time, you probably would have stuck around longer. So they were losing to Hasbro badly. Yeah. So they were like, oh, well, Transformers coming out with a movie. We got to have a movie. So then they like, well, what are we going to do for a movie? Well, let's do stuff with rocks. Because at the time, if you remember, Pet Rocks was a big thing around the 80s. So they were like, well, Pet Rocks are selling like crazy. Let's make rock GoBots. They put out the movie with Telly Savalas and everybody in it, and it did horribly. And it didn't help their bottom line, and they were done after that.
Oh, I forgot there was a movie for him. Oh, my God. I want to go check that out. Oh, wow. Rock Lords, they made a movie out of it. What the hell?
Holy shit. Well, here's some. That's not rocks, but the base looks like they're kind of rock-like. Anyway, let me show this. Hold on. When I was digging through one of the toy trunks, I also found these pretty cool pieces from a few years ago. I got them a little bit before the pandemic and around that time, I think. Yeah, I think this was some kind of Marvel video game.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I've got nearly every single one of those of like the 200 that was released for Disney Infinity. Yeah, I got the whole Marvel set. I got all the Star Wars ones, all the Marvel ones. Yeah, I got these. Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, dude, the art style's fantastic, and like,
did you know that after that whole thing got shut down? The Disney the Disney store or something, they made figures with that art style for Star Wars and Marvel. They're called the Toy Box figures.
Yes, I had a couple. I have the Boba Fett and I have Darth Vader.
Yeah, they're so cool.
They're pretty cool looking. I do like that style. And then there was like a dumbed down version, I think, that they put in Walmart, because I know I have the Han Solo somewhere. I just don't know where the hell he is. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, these were fun. Whoever was the art director on these, I think they did an amazing job. These are only a couple that I came across. I know I have more. I know I have the Hulk. I have the Hulk Buster, but they weren't in this particular group.
So I was going through a bin of figures, and I found these pretty cool.
I love that cap.
I thought these were pretty nice. Show you a better look. Pretty cool. I think these are based off some Disney video game.
Yeah,
and they are electronic chips or something underneath them. But I'm not fully sure. I never played it.
Yeah, they unlock the characters in the game, but, right?
I did like the style on these. Yep. And yeah, that's pretty badass. So there's some of them. Venom's pretty cool. I know I have a Hulk somewhere as well. But if I find out where I put the other ones, I'll get you guys a better look at those. Yeah, I think I have Thor as well. Yeah, I was collecting a lot of these because I thought they were pretty nice. And I believe that they were on sale too. I know they had like 2 packs and stuff like that. But these are neat little statues. So there you go, folks. I hope you dig them. And remember to hit like and subscribe.
Yeah, I really love the style that they did on that. The paint applications are so good. You know, but Not too bad. I mean, I showed off the Captain America before, so I might as well show off like the cartoony shit as well.
And Bigamy.
There you go. 1 sec. Oop. Hit the wrong thing. There we go. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of holding my Kindle at an awkward position. Yeah, but I got
nice. Yeah,
so
I have the Stitch as well. I think that thing came out so perfect.
Yeah. So week I'll have to pull them out and show them. I got them all. Here's the problem with them: if you have the Star Wars ones, you got to be very careful because if you breathe on them the wrong way, the lightsabers will break. They're very flimsy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have a few somewhere. I don't remember. They might still be in package.
So what you're saying is those Star Wars figures got weak shafts.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Hold on. I also have
yes,
I got a couple,
yes, weak chefs.
Yep, I got a couple other shorts. This one, I know I put this one live already. I did it on accident. I was gonna wait for the stream, but because it's Shity baby. It's Shity baby. We gotta play it here.
Mother bitch. Hulk Hogan's a piece of
Mother
shit.
bitch.
I break his leg. They got Iron Sheik here. It looks pretty good.
He looked fantastic. If I were getting these, I would have gotten them. But I'm like,
dude, I'm telling you, some people like shit on this line. I absolutely love this line, and I only got a few of them. I got the Ultimate Warrior. I've got the Undertaker, which I had to have. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, the NWO Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and was that all the ones I got? But I know they had a few other ones that I definitely want to pick up, but it was right around the time when the money was scarce. But man, I think these things are fantastic for what they were. They were like the early figures where they weren't supposed to be realistic, but they were just supposed to be representative of the wrestlers. And I think they knocked that out of the park with them.
Oh, absolutely. Dude. And I kicking myself in the ass. I saw Andre in a Walmart once. I recorded him on a short. And I didn't buy it. I should have just pulled the trigger because I think that thing's going for an arm and a leg now.
Dude, man, I never. Hold on. Yeah, I never saw the Bret Hart, the Anvil or Bulldog. I wanted those so bad, and they just didn't carry them here. And now they're going for a lot on the aftermarket.
I saw Anvil once, and I'm like, "There's no Bret." How can I?
Yeah.
I didn't want to just get Anvil by himself, and then the next time, I'm like, you know what? I'll get him next time I go in there because I saw him like twice in a row.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the same spot. The time I wanted to get him, didn't have him anymore. It was just
I should have reached out to that guy I was telling you about. He popped in our chat a few shows back. Roughshod from or Graybeard from Roughshod Stalks. Every time he does a toy video, or he used to, he would go in his Walmart and he would have Bret. Anvil, he would have a lot of them that I had never seen in a while. Wow. Yeah, well, he lives out in Georgia, so I mean, they get a lot of different stuff than I get up here in Virginia, and it sucks. But the other day I saw Jake St. Roberts, and I just could not spend the extra $20 because I have blown everything at Target. If I go there tomorrow and I see that Jake, I'm going to pick him up. I really don't want to spend $20 on that. I think they're about $5 overpriced, but you know, they come with the accessories and the cloth goods. So I mean, I guess.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. When they first started off, and they put that line in when I got the Undertaker, they were only sitting at, I want to say they were sitting at $12.99 originally, and then it was like the price is just jacked up, and then they were like $19.99. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, why are they up that much? It's just ridiculous. And what's going on, Curtis, man? Curtis up in the chat, my man, Curtis, man. Curtis been around, hanging around my channel, believing in me forever. Look at that, Curtis. I finally passed 2,000 subs, buddy. We finally did it.
Yeah.
YouTube allowed me to get past 2,000. Sons of...
Since we're still on wrestling, I do got to show the $3.99 figure we got. But yeah, Shifty has him. Shifty has this one as well. So here's a full review on it. I got it because I'm like $3.99. I mean, we used to watch it here and there, and Jade Cargill was always a pleasure to see, even if she couldn't wrestle for shit. She looked fantastic.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and those costumes that she did and stuff too, when she did Chitara and Storm, like, geez, unbelievable. So I'm like, for $3.99, I want to give this a go. And I had there's a relative who worked at this company years ago, so I was like, I didn't know that they were making these figures, so I'm like, all right, I'll get one.
Hey, Vinnie Art here, and today I found this over at Ross. So
Wait, technically it's the second one. I got the other one for that sweatshirt that I put on She-Hulk that looked awesome.
I thought the likeness was pretty good, and I've never gotten one of their female figures. I was curious about these. And plus, who doesn't like Jade Cargill? But $3.99. So yeah, for $3.99, I'm like, yeah, what the hell? Let's take a look. I want to see how these figures are. I think Jazzware makes them, and yeah, so I don't know too much else about these things, but for $3.99, I wanted to give it a shot. Worst comes to worst, I could probably use this for a custom, or I could probably do something.
Make a storm out of it.
She's kind of like a bigger character anyway, and I don't know, maybe a She-Hulk, or I don't know. She did all that stuff anyway when she used to come out in AEW. She used to have a Storm outfit and all that stuff. So, but overall, pretty good, pretty nice looking. We'll open it up and I'll give you guys a quick look or a quick review.
I saw Anna Jay, by the way. The body looked good. The faces look like shit. Horrible.
I mean,
horrible paint.
some of the older ones, they don't look great. The newer ones, they're on point.
This one, the likeness was nice. I thought they did a pretty good job.
Is Jade Cargill out of the package?
The hair was
And
kind
I
of
think they
shitty,
did a
but
pretty nice
the
job.
face was nice.
Like, the likeness is pretty damn good. I think the hair could be better. That's kind of sucky, but again, considering this is a company that's not really known for doing like over-the-top articulation, pretty good.
No, it seems like they're going to
Her diaphragm
quit
is
making the
fantastic.
figures.
Yeah, because AEW is falling
Really good.
apart.
Yeah.
Really good pivot. I think they could have given her like another ball joint down here instead of this kind of sliding disc joint. That's ugly and unsightly. But splits, not too bad. Doesn't kick up super great. Won't go back because of the butt. She has upper thigh. She had been there. Boot swivel. There's not really any pivot. Very minimal, but you do get the hinge, so that ain't bad. Head articulation's pretty good too. She could look down. Not too bad. Up, you got a problem, but she does have alternate fists as well. So gripping hands and alternate fists. She-Hulk's dumbbell. I thought it worked pretty good with her. But I gotta say, I mean, the likeness is excellent. Is 8.5 on this, especially for the price point, $4.99. Oh, here's what she looks like next to She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And again, She-Hulk is, she got her legs out.
Please tell me you animated them.
She still towers over.
Oh, not on this go around. But he could.
Oh.
They look pretty good together.
I wanted to show the height comparison. I was running out of time. I spent too much time when it was in the package, but not bad. I was kind of surprised. I thought the figures would be worse. The diaphragm joint, I don't understand why these other companies aren't doing that, because the range of motion's excellent. As far back as you go, it still looks natural. So I don't know why Trash Bro keeps doing what they're doing. Like, this one's super limited with that beautiful kind of like the way that they have that cut. It's there, but it's not deep enough. These figures, which are like, again, a much cheaper company, did better quality with that joint. Like,
Like RR says for the price though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the price, it's amazing. Yeah.
But Curtis is a little he's a little suspicious about the glute limitations.
Well, yeah. They got it accurate to Jade Cargill. She got a lot of booty that falls over, and since that's sculpted on the back, you can't do that with the legs. So.
Booty.
And real quick, what's going on, Lurch Troll? See Lurch Troll in the house. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Oh, shit. But yeah, sorry.
Look at them kneecaps. Look at them kneecaps. Look at them beautiful green kneecaps there. They're perfectly colored.
Yep. Yeah, it's the same mold. Again, I don't have any major issue with the other one. I don't know what the hang up is, but it looks fine.
They're not the same color, but those are.
Well, I'm looking at it in natural light, and I thought it was fine. It's the only time it looks off is when I have a flashlight inside the light box, and that's when it looks a little bit off. But there you go.
Limitations. You guys kill me, man. You guys are awesome. Once again, thank everybody who's watching, man. You guys just make this so much more fun every single time. And for all the new people that have been coming and hanging out, thank you for being here. Really do appreciate every single last one of you being here. And, we try to make this as much fun as possible every single week. While everybody else is slamming their gonads and car doors and complaining about how things are bad, we're just going to have fun and we're going to show off some fun stuff and just have a good time, because that's what it should be about. Shouldn't be about being irritated all the time. So I got one more for you, Shifty. So I dug into the well of some of the older figures, and we were talking about a lot of the Universal monsters. Again, we're talking about Halloween time. So I wanted to bring another one back out that you didn't say.
Well, you keep on giving me stuff tonight. What the heck? I mean, yeah, wow! Just like every segment is for Shifty. Wow! I thanks.
Hey, man, three segments for you, man. We're showing a Shifty appreciation night here on Collectible Past. Yeah. Everybody's gotten it at some point.
Yep.
But Vinny's going to remember this one too, and we both said this was a phenomenal job. This is a crossover figure, a nice creature crossover figure, perfect for Halloween time, and I hope you guys like reviewing this one again, or should we say reviewing this one.
Welcome back, because we are hanging out with Stripe, the horror icon pig, hanging out in the bed, getting his wettest mom time on, and getting ready for the next horror-related review. Now, this one technically could have went either way. Could have been Stripe or it could have been Rorschach, and Rorschach may still make an appearance. But from NECA, in conjunction with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Universal Monsters, we have Leonardo as the creature from the Black Lagoon Ultimate figure. So we're going to go ahead and get him out of the box, and we're going to take a look at him in some action poses. Again, taking a look at that before we get this out of the box, and it is absolutely Rorschach approved. Right, Rorschach? Here we go with Leonardo in this first pose. Of course, you can see the ankle rocks and pivots and everything that he's got going on there. Got the ankle turn. Got him all stretch out, letting off a big giant monster bellow. Got him in another pose here. It looked like he's getting ready to walk away, showing off all the netting and other details that they have on his back. And real quick, let's just take a look at some of that stuff. See, he's got the netting going all the way around. He's got some fishing bobs sitting there, a few hooks. Really, really nice detail work that they've done on this one. Here we go with Leonardo with a couple of his weapons, supposed to simulate his swords that the original one. These ones are spears, and he's got a little, what looks like a piranha stuck on the end of that one, and then the other one is just a plain one. Really nice. Let's check out the rest of the pieces. Of course, you see the different hands that are on there as well, so he can hold these swords. Here we go with his last weapon in his last two hands. He's got this bone claw. But say that I would recommend this one if you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and you like Universal Monsters. You're going to love this crossover. I think this one is done fairly well. Yes, there are limitations to posability, but this thing looks spectacular. I would say with the limitations, unfortunately, I can't give it as high of a grade as I would like to. Even though the detailing and everything is in this one, because of the lack of posability, the best I can give this is a very, very solid 8 out of 10. It just misses getting the 9 because of the lack of articulation in this thing. At least we forget his very last accessory. He does come with a small baby turtle.
Turtle power.
Turtle power.
I hope Ross gets these, because if Ross gets them, I want to get this thing still.
Yeah, I got that last year when they were on sale at Walmart for $25. I actually got him, and then I bought the Wolfman Raph, but then I was like, I don't really want this. I took the Raph one back, but
the Frankenstein one is out of this world, man. That one's excellent.
That was
that is somewhere. I think that's at Ross maybe on sale. I saw it somewhere that somebody had it. It might be at Ross right now if you can find it. But yeah, I got that Leo, and that's a really cool figure.
Nice.
Chaos is back in with animal trading. I give it 8 pigs out of 10 and 10 goats, 10 ducks, and 5 chickens. And Padre wants a TMNT, the Facts of Life crossover figure. Jesus Christmas. What's wrong with you, God? Oh,
Golden
no.
Girls.
Splinter, Mrs. Garrett. Oh, Jesus. You're scaring me, guy. I was waiting for him to say he wanted the Love Boat.
No, Golden Girls. TMNT Golden Girls.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
Oh, shit.
But I got something new this week too as well. I didn't skip out. This one is technically broken into 3 different videos, and we're going to start off with, I'm going to give this one to the chat. Guys in the chat, what do you want to see first? Do you want to see the toy show off of this figure where I talk about the figure, or do you want to see the pigmation? Give you a few minutes to decide. Yeah, I had a lot of fun actually filming this one a few days ago. I think I scared some of the neighbors with this one.
Oh, shit. Oh, before you do, I forgot. I did have one other thing. It's only like 30 seconds. It's just a quick thing.
No, yeah, well, go ahead. We'll see if anybody says pigmation or review.
Give them time to pick. But yeah, I did score a White Queen Emma Frost. I returned something, and then I'm like, yeah, I want to save a couple of bucks. And then I saw this sitting on the peg. I'm like, yeah, so much for saving money.
Ooh. So Walmart's got some of these.
Oh, nice.
I will be going home with this one.
Yeah, over on Walmart.
Yeah, if I see Cable, I'm gonna scoop him up maybe.
Yeah, I saw him at a GameStop. I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass I didn't get him.
Never like that.
But like you said, man, when money's tight.
Oh, they got a ton of those freaking 78
yeah, they're
Spider-Man.
everywhere.
Yeah, those things are going to get clearance now.
They're gonna. It's weird. Like, they didn't even do proper articulation on them. It's like, I don't know.
And they were supposed to be released months and months and months ago, and now they got like a ton of them. What the hell?
Yeah.
Well, I've seen that with a few other figures, and I've actually watched a few other reviewers talking about they've gone to their stores. And don't ask me how this has happened. And Vinnie knows how long ago this line came out. They actually had, get this shit, they had Earthrise and Kingdom figures sitting on the shelves.
That's crazy.
Dude, that's like what? That's like almost 5 years ago at this point?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
And who knows, Lurch? Who knows? Everybody's practicing other languages. I guess they're getting ready for a takeover or something. I don't know.
I'm sure.
So I got 2 votes for pigmation.
I say pigmation as well.
Yeah. Okay. Shifty.
Well, it's too late now. I mean, y'all get the upper hand with the votes, so no.
Okay. All right. Well, pigmation it is. So here we go with our pigmation.
I would have said save the best for last because that's always like the great, the cherry on top right there.
We can play before and after the other one.
Well, you could.
This is true.
Yeah, we get 2 out of those. Why not?
The rule is there are no rules.
Exactly.
It's all right. All right, man. Here we go with pigmation. Another story by the Guinea Pig Collective.
Do not talk.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
I don't know who you are, bub, but you're about to go down. Taste my claws of fury. Puny flesh creature, you have no chance against me. Prepare to be annihilated.
Pew 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 pew.
First rule of Guinea Pig Fight Club is there are no rules.
Right. Second rule is you must bring kale.
Yeah, just as I was hitting the button, you started saying something, and I was like, shit.
You heard me. You knew where I was going. We do not talk about Pig Nation without bringing, I was going to say, without, Picket Chats, because we don't have super chats here.
But Yeah, so I'm going to show the toy show off for this one and explain exactly what this toy was. And then the last thing for that toy is going to be a toy break. And then if you want, I can play the Pygmation again. But yeah, so this is the figure that the Wolverine was.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Guys, we are hanging out with Barnes. Oh, what's up, Barnes? Here, Barnes, you want a cookie? Oh, hell yeah. Barnes is not going to turn down a cookie as we're getting ready to take a look at Marvel Bend and Flex Missions Wolverine. As you can see, this one we picked up at Ollie's for $3.99. Nothing better than getting these things on the discount. Turn it around, you can see kind of what he looks like. What do you think of that, Barnes? I don't think Barnes is too impressed with this thing. They had a few. They did have the Iron Man. I don't remember seeing the Thanos one, but they had a ton of these Wolverine ones. So we're going to take this one out of the box and take a quick look at it. So right out of the box, there we go with our Bend and Flex Wolverine. Jesus, look at that. You got to move this thing and it just comes right apart. This is so cheaply made. A real toy break, but yeah, it kind of flexes a little bit. It doesn't move very well. God, this thing doesn't stand very well either. But there we go. There isn't a whole lot you can do with this thing. This thing is pretty freaking horrible. Kind of arms move up, but they kind of want to roll back. The head's got like zero movement in it. There's barely any movement in his head whatsoever. The waist movement, it's there, but it wants to pop out of the socket every single time. He does come with this little goofy ass base too, so I guess you kind of almost get him into some poses that way. Kind of, but not really. Base is not strong enough to really hold them up. Maybe. Kind of. Not a whole lot to say about this thing. This thing is pretty weak. I would say out of all the cheaper Hasbro toys that they put out for the lower end of their market, this is probably by far one of the worst. It's pretty lousy. There isn't really a whole lot nice to say about this. I mean, I guess you could use this base thing for something else, but not really sure what. Barnes definitely finds the cookie 10 times more interesting than he does this figure.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
the hell?
RR nailed it too. Just like I said, Infinite Barnes is more impressed with his cookie and always DTF. Yeah, I can see why it was so cheap.
I wanted to ask, why is it chewed up bubble gum where his biceps are supposed to be?
that's supposed to be the plastic muscles for it.
God,
it's pretty horrible. So that's
horrible.
gonna lead into the next one, and then you guys can give your final thoughts about this guy. And I think you all will appreciate that after seeing what they offered with this one. So now we're going to get into the toy break section of this one. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this because I know I did. Here we go with your toy break. Goodbye, Wolverine.
As you can see, it made a few dents in his chest. Other than that, not a whole lot else of damage, just a few dents here and there.
Saving him, Tommy.
Not a whole lot to write about. Let's step this up. All right, Wolverine, it's time to meet your end. Well, one went off. It didn't do shit to him. Nothing. Looks like we got to take this a step further. So we couldn't do it any other way, so we're going to kill it with fire. Fire kills everything, right? There he goes. Wolverine flambe.
Look at that fantastic balance.
I know, right? I mean, look, he's just going to heal himself.
Not
burn,
so much.
Wolverine burn.
Well, so much
Just
for
want
the
to point
balance.
out, this thing's been burning for quite a few minutes already, and it still just continues to burn. So it's been well over 5 minutes, and believe it or not, that thing is still freaking burning. I don't know how long he's going to burn for, but man, he is burning down to almost nothing. After close to 10 minutes, this is the little bit that's remaining of the charred husk of Wolverine. I still can't believe this thing has been burning for that damn long.
Let's start a good campfire.
Baby, burn.
A tree stump, real easy.
Wow.
Yeah. Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, when
Burn,
he got done burning, all you can see is the ashes and like the outline of the wires underneath it didn't burn. But like once I got that fire going, like that's why I told you guys my phone had shut down. That's what happened. The fire from that thing was so hot, it heated up my phone, which was over like 4 feet away from it. It heated up my phone to the point where my phone shut the fuck off, and I had to stick my phone in the refrigerator for a while, and then come back out and finish filming. That thing was still burning. Like a guy was riding by in his truck, which we don't get a lot of traffic through here, but he kind of like slowed down, looking like, "What the hell is burning that guy's driveway?"
That's great.
Smell
Yeah,
of
the way-
plastic burning in the afternoon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the way it flopped over had me cracking up too. It was why I was so pissed off of the Optimus Prime one. I did that cheap Energon Optimus Prime. The way he melted, like the first thing is the side of the body just melted sideways and the arm fell off, and then the head went toppling forward. Unfortunately, yeah. Thanks to my iPhone, it didn't record it. The sons of bitches. I wonder if they played Disco Inferno at Paul Walker's funeral. I don't know. Maybe
Too soon. Too soon.
Oh shit.
I am a little bit nuts, ain't I? But I mean, it was a cheap garbage toy, and I knew what was going to happen to that thing eventually. So if I ever do have the extra money, I'm going to pick up that Crossman M1 Garand. That's a full auto BB gun. That thing supposedly has a lot of power. It's powered by 2 CO2 cartridges. I'm sure I'm going to be able to make some dents in these cheap things. But yeah, as far as the Red Rider's a weak BB gun, but this thing actually held up pretty well to the Red Rider. So, and even the M80s, the M80s just charred the inside of the legs just a little bit, and that was it.
And with as tiny as that plastic was and stuff, I thought it would have blown it just clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I went flying with the M80.
They call me crazy, but now look, Supreme Emperor of the Moon. And what's going on,
Told
that?
Upgrade to M2000s, damn it.
I know, right? I'm trying to see if they have something bigger than those little quarter sticks. Well, I would fire regular guns off, but I'm sure I'd have the cops called on me for that, or the sheriff's called on me for that, because not.
No,
really
I'd have to be the one doing that out here in the woods on the property. That's
yeah, but I definitely want to get the BB gun, that full auto BB gun, because I'm sure that'd make a dent. Black powder gun,
Black Ops, the sniper rifle one that I've got is the Black Ops one. It's a single, and the 55-gallon metal drums, it shot 3/4 of the way through it. So yeah, it could do some nice damage to your toys for sure. And or I should look at doing the same thing just to, help fill in when you need it.
Yeah, I know, Lurch, but they'd probably still get upset anyway. And I mean, I barely get away with the M80 sometimes because I still get weird looks. Oh, Wolverine is fired. M1000s would do a nice job, right? And I'm telling you, man, if I'm going to be checking my local fireworks stores to see if they have anything a little bit bigger than an M80. I think that'd be a lot of fun. For that gun before it's illegal, right? I'm telling you, that M1 Garand, though, that BB gun, man, I've seen some people do videos on it. Man, that thing looks awesome. Welcome back, Happy. Yeah, Wolverine lost his job. He was fired. You're fired. Fired. But it's up to you. You want the Pygmation again at the end? Would that make you feel better, Shifty?
Yeah.
All right. I give you the Pygmation one more time, sir.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
I don't know who you are, bub, but you're about to go down. Taste my claws of fury.
Puny flesh creature, you have no chance against me. Prepare to be annihilated.
Now you just need to add where he's burning after you shot his ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if I could have cut out the grass and everything and actually included, I would have. But because of the way I shot it, there was no way to cut out all that background stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, it's just I'm just being silly because you blasted his ass, and then you flambéed him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would work because you shoot him and he falls to the ground, and then he transforms back up and shoots him again, and then you just do the point of him burning from there. Don't worry, we'll get Nick Utam to fix it in post.
Awesome, guys. Did you guys have anything else, or are we smoked as well?
I think we're smoked.
I'm done.
Oh man, I still can't believe how long that thing burned for. That was just amazing. It just goes to show you, freaking how unsafe most of the plastics are using in these toys.
Oh my god, yeah.
Cheaper than charcoal. What are you talking about? You could really get yourself some nice bonfires going with a couple Wolverines and a torch.
Yeah,
I mean, that damn figure burned. How horrible did it smell when it was burning?
Oh, I'm sure it was bad.
Surprisingly, it didn't smell that bad. I mean, I'm not saying that I was standing right over top of it, inhaling it, breathing in like I was in a smokehouse lodge or something. But from what I could smell, it had the smell of burning plastic, but it wasn't the worst thing. And welcome back, Anthony. We're probably getting ready to go. Tolbat's like, don't go, but we're out of stuff, man. We're out of stuff. We're finally out. Who's handing out the cocaine? Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Well, since you asked for that, I'll give you that.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Word.
But as always, guys, I want to thank everybody who's been hanging out. But before I do that properly, we're going to have to go around the house, and everybody's going to let you know what they're going on. So who's first this week?
Not bad for an old-timer.
Old-timer. That's right. It is me, the most horrible pig online anywhere. Guys, thank you for hanging out with us. You could have spent your time anywhere. You chose to spend it here with us, and it is greatly appreciated. Remember, subscribe to everybody's channel. It's not going to cost you a dime. If you have links to your own channels, be sure to drop them in there. And if you haven't and you can't figure it out, you can always ask another moderator to do it. I've got some of the best people that freaking mod for my channel. Almost everybody's a mod for my channel. Why? So YouTube can't play around with the freaking chats quite as much. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Hope that you had a lot of fun. Of course, we're going to continue this next week. And don't forget, the 30th, the last Thursday of this month, is going to be our big giant 4-year Collectable Past celebration. We're going to have a whole bunch of stuff talking about how, all the different things that we've done on Collectable Past over the 4 years. And of course, we're going to have a lot of the same stuff that we normally do on the shows, with the last of the hurrah for the Halloween inspired things. It's spooky month, spooktacular stuff. And we're going to be doing all that on the show as well. It's probably going to be a long one, so make sure you get some popcorn and get ready for it. It'd be like a celebration, as if we were watching Disney burn to the ground, because everybody's waiting for that one. But guys, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to hand it off to these fine gentlemen, and they're going to let you know what they got going on. So let's see. First up is going to be...
Hey, Prime! What do you think Megatron's going to do to Starscream?
Nothing gentle, I would say.
That's right, because it's IR Clayface. That's right. Never forget, IR Clayface. It is, so Slasher should be streaming maybe here in a little bit, doing a video game, and then Vinnie at 5, and then what do we do Friday nights? I don't know. Saturday nights is usually Slasher, and Sundays is
The
Vinnie.
Lucha Underground.
Oh, Fridays, thank you. The Lucha Underground. So, yeah, right back with Slasher. So, yeah, that's what I got going on. And since we got 2 weeks, I got the big deal, something I've been waiting to get for a very long time. So I'm not going to debut it next week. We'll save it maybe for, if I don't do it next week, we'll save it for the debut. I don't know. It depends. Maybe for the big day view that you've got going on, I'll just have the outside decorated and just stream outside, But yeah, either way, we'll figure it out off air, and you'll find out next week. So IR Clayface signing off.
Awesome. Thank you, Adam. Thanks for the show off, and man, thanks for being part of the panel. And next up, we got...
Listen to me! Get me out of here, you fool! Too late, fools! Say nothing, Melody. I saw the entire catastrophe.
Hey, I'm Shifty, and you can find me on YouTube, and you can find me on X. And you know what? I actually had the new Cobra Commander in the battle suit in my hands the other day at Target, but I'm like, man, everything that came after the movie, I just can't sign off on, so I didn't get him. But you know what? It's still cool. It's still a cool figure, but I'm not going to get it. But hey, like Adam said, Slasher in just a little bit, it's going to be playing a game. Go check them out tomorrow night. Join us at 10:30 or 10 o'clock or whenever we have it. It's the Lucha Underground review show or whatever we call it over on Slasher's channel.
Wrestling Dustbin.
Wrestling Dustbin. There we go. Yes. You would think I'd know the name 6 weeks in, but yeah, we're up to episodes I think 11 and 12 this week. Cool wrestling show, Mexican wrestling show from about 10 years back on the El Rey Network. It's a lot of fun. We break it down. And then let's see, Sunday night over on the Real Review 3000, Honstar YT and Chaos Central, we have our Jackbox Fun Night. And we play What the Dub Jackbox games, get in the audience, and we maybe get you into the game, and then we'll have some fun. Hey, thanks for having me again. Can't wait for the big show in 2 weeks.
Awesome, man. Thanks for being here, man. I'm glad you became part of the team, man.
Well, I am too, man. I a lot of fun every week.
That's what we strive for. And Adam, sorry I cut you off. That's twice tonight.
I was just saying thank you. Thank you, Tom. I had a blast.
No, man. Anytime, man. We always try to have a blast, man. I'm glad all you guys are part of it. Slasher too. I mean, I know Slasher usually has to leave a little early because he's got to get something to eat and get ready for the gaming stream and everything like that. But thank you to him, and once again, thank you to all the people that are always, throughout the years have been on the panel, and of course the awesome chat that we have out there. And last but not least,
I'm just saying goodbye.
Save your energy.
So long. Here's one Starscream's been saving for you.
Yep, everybody. Yeah, tune in tomorrow. We should be doing the 5 p.m. stream. And we did some funny stuff last time, showing some of the AI things. I want to show more of them. There's a Bob Barker one that's amazing. We got to play. Yeah, there's a few different ones, but yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about some stuff. We'll get into a little bit of comic book discussion too. I think there's some things that happened New York Comic Con. Some stupid announcements from DC and everything, and yeah, it's funny to see them burn because they deserve it at this point. But yeah, we'll hit some of that. Not too much, but you know, we'll have some laughs as well. And yeah, don't forget, tune in on Sunday. We're going to continue the Dexter streams. Yeah, we're on season 6. I think it's episodes. Is it 5 and 6? I think it's 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
So yeah. Jump. Yeah, it's about we're almost we're about at the halfway point, I think, on that season. And yeah, they're moving quick. They're good, and yeah, we kind of want to get through them anyway because there's some more stuff coming up. And yeah, I do want to hit. We got to do another movie or some kind of watch party on an actual movie coming up soon too. Yeah, we'll figure it out. There's a lot going on, but yeah, I got around 10 pages left to paint on City of Venus 2. So please sign up for that. Don't forget, folks. Yeah, I need more people on that for sure. Get the word out. I got to do my updates and stuff soon too, for the other campaigns to let people know. But in the meantime, yeah, word of mouth is key. So thank you so much, everyone on panel. You guys are awesome. Again, so happy that Shifty and Adam and Slash, like you guys have been excellent, hopping in on all of this stuff. And I still can't believe, 4 years. Jeez, we've been reviewing a lot of plastic. It's crazy. I feel like a plastic surgeon doctor. You know, I know we're gonna review some boobs next. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? What do the fans want? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, thank you everybody, and have a great night.
Thank you, Vinny. Thank you. And guys, be sure to check out everybody's channel when they post the links if you can. It's not going to cost you anything. And once again, subscribe to this awesome panel of people, man. These people are awesome, man. Everybody's here I consider a friend, and these guys are just terrific to be able to hang out with every single week and just have a good time. So, yeah, man, absolutely. Family. That's right. So, guys, until next week, we will catch you then. Be sure to stop by Slashers and Vinny's tomorrow. So Vinny's got the round table. Slashers got the wrestling dustbin. And, of course, back on Vinny's on Sunday. And, oh, wait a minute. Is Slasher doing the movie Saturday? I forget if he said he's doing one this Saturday.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. I just was plugging it because, you know, usually every Saturday, that's what we do. So
Yeah.
one way or another, I'm sure we'll be doing something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we got a bunch going on.
Yeah.
Well, until then, guys, have a good one, and we will catch you next time. Later, y'all.
Peace.
Later.
You better run, Mojito.
You what? I thought you said don't move.
That was before. Now, you run. Adios, amigo.